Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Hazel Lucia Tarot. I am Stephanie, your tarot reader, and today's reading is about where this connection is headed, what is the next step, the next progression within this connection. Regardless of where you are within the connection, we're going to tap into where you and your person or the person on your mind are going to go, what direction this will go in, as well as like visions and introspections into this connection. We have 6 piles here for you today. I wasn't anticipating 6 piles when I was doing this reading, but they just kept coming. So yeah, we have 6 piles here for you today. Pile 1, we have this lepidolite stone. Pile 2, we have a golden healer. Pile 3, we have black tourmaline. Pile 4, we have selenite. Pile 5, we have flower agate. And pile 6, we have blue apatite. So take a few deep breaths, think of your person, and I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose the lepidolite palm stone, then we have a reading here for you about where this connection is headed. Where are you and your person headed in this relationship, situationship, flirtation, whatever this is. We're going to see where this is at. So we're going to tap into the oracles to see where you and your person are and what the situation may be between you and your person. And then we're going to go into the tarot to take a deeper dive into where the connection is headed. So we're going to start with the cards that you chose. We have Two of Swords, indecision, and avoidance. Maybe not the card you wanted to see, but we'll get to the bottom of this. We also have I am getting my financial situation together. There's definitely a sense of somebody who knows exactly that knows what they need to do, but they kind of don't want to say it. But at the same time, they kind of have to get their stuff together. So there's definitely a feeling that either you and your person can't come together until somebody feels financially secure here, whether that's you or your person. But let's go ahead and get your oracle cards to see what else is important about this connection. So for my pile 1, we are live shuffling everything today. I keep hearing Lana Del Rey, and I don't know what song this is, but it's I Will Love You Till the End of Time. What song is that? I don't know. When I listen to Lana Del Rey, I just put all her music on shuffle, and I only remember my favorite songs. Is it Blue Jeans? I don't know. Someone tell me. Lana Stans, please tell me who this is in the comments below. We have duality, many meanings and misunderstanding. Right away, I don't think this person even knows where this connection is headed. Maybe you don't either. 36 is the number that is popping up here. We also have 2 with the Two of Swords. But with the Two of Swords and duality, again, there's like 2 sides there's 2 roads, there's 2 paths that this particular connection can go down. And right now, I feel like both of you are avoiding trying to see where this connection is headed. And that's both a good and a bad thing. Good because you're living in the moment and you're taking it as you go. So it's better than trying to rush into a connection or trying to define it. But bad also because, well, again, you don't know where this is going to go. So you don't know if you're wasting your time or if this connection is even worth pursuing any further than what you already are. I'm being told to get another card. We have Wings of Light. Becoming something new. There is definitely growth within this connection. And I feel like by the time... So let's just put it this way. When you two met, you were very completely different people. I feel like it doesn't matter how long you've been together. I feel like already you've started changing because of this person. Mostly if you've already known each other, I'm hearing for at least like 2 weeks, I feel like if you've known each other for at least a few weeks, this connection has already changed the both of you. Wings of Light lets me know that there is progression in this connection, so don't think that you're coming to a standstill. The communication or even the thought of what this is might be coming to a standstill, but the connection itself is meant to progress forward in some type of way. Back of the deck, we have balance. I'm not surprised. Very strong Libra energy. I'm not sure if you or your person are Libras, or if you're... like, I don't know, there's just something very Libran about this energy, which is both romantic, but also a little bit indecisive. Stability and standing firm. I feel like you both want to gain balance within this connection, especially if one of you is going through something and the other one isn't. I feel like whoever needs to get their finances together is being smart about this, because I feel like they do want to be in a position where they can provide, especially if this is meant to be something a lot more long-term commitment or even marriage. So let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. Let's use the Gods and Goddesses cards because, you know, I love these. And you can decide which one you are. I just use this for counterpart energy. For my pile 1, we've got Thoth, wisdom. So somebody here is really thinking hard about this. Thoth isn't a god to take lightly. He was very important in Egyptian mythology. He is the god of math, so I guess that makes sense when it comes to finances, but also sorcery, magic, intuition, wisdom. He is very much not the all-father, but a very, very important and strong god within the Egyptian mythos. So let's go ahead. I think Cleopatra invoked him in a lot of her spells when it came to her tomb. Correct me if I am wrong, but I feel like, okay, so this entire relationship, there's a lot of magic to it, I'm being told, because I'm channeling very powerful energy here, like energy that is going to stand the test of time. So whether that's whatever impact you both have had on each other will withstand the test of time, or maybe this connection itself. I think it depends. Definitely the impact you've had on each other, I feel like you can't deny that. You've changed each other for the better. You've made each other see things within yourselves that I don't think anybody else has. But whether it will go the long distance, again, we're here to answer that, aren't we? Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. So we're getting a goddess for my pile 1. We've got Persephone cycles. It could be that this connection might be, I'm hearing on and off again, but I'm also hearing it could be one of these connections where you only see each other during certain times of the year, because the Hades and Persephone myth, she's only in the underworld for half of the year and the other half she's with her mother. So this could be the case here with this connection, but I am seeing that you both need to give each other the space and time appropriate to be yourselves is what I'm seeing. You could already do this. Maybe there's already a little bit of not emotional distance, but definitely physical distance, and the distance to give you, there's freedom within this connection for sure. I feel like, yes, it could also be committed, but there's also freedom. I don't think the space between you will affect anything. At the very least, that's what I'm seeing now. Let's go ahead and get an animal card, and this is going to be how your person sees you. For my pile 1, let's get an animal card. So how does my pile 1's person see them? Okay, 3 cards wanted to come out, and I'm going to honor that. We have Stag Spirit, take the lead. They might be waiting on you to take the lead in this connection, especially if you're the one who mainly started it, or if you're the one who does a lot of the planning. They might be waiting on you to take the lead. We also have Koi Fish, there is always enough. This is a card of abundance. Also, 36 is popping up again here. So I'm wondering if some of you are 36, and to you that might be an age where you feel like you want to settle down. Or maybe you're going to wait until you're 36. We also have 40 and 42 in case those are also important. And then we have Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. It's funny because this is very similar to Wings of Light becoming something new, because I saw a speediness here. Maybe the both of you are feeling that this is going too fast. Or it could be that once you both decide what you want from this connection, things will speed up. Things will speed up. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you do want a family, you might have kids right away, or you might get married literally within the moment that you know you're going to be together. Because I'm seeing that there's a lot of indecision. It's kind of like procrastination. Like you wait and wait and wait, but once you decide on it, boom, it's going to progress forward very quickly. And I don't think that there's going to be... it's not going to be because you're trying to rush into it. It's just because you're already going to know everything about each other. You're already going to know what you both want. You're already going to have figured out exactly what it is that you want out of this connection, how you work together, how you're going to move about in your relationship. So it's kind of like if there is a standstill and both decide that, yes, you want this, it's going to progress quickly. You might move in like as soon as possible. You might decide to start your family, etc., etc. It could also, again, have something to do with the finances. It's like once the finances are in order, once somebody clears up their credit score, or somebody pays off all the debt, everything will start moving forward, because there's going to be a sense of freedom here, which is very interesting. That's not going to be for everybody, of course, but and again, the number 2 is coming through here, and that is a number of interpersonal connections. We're going to get one more card from the Star Codes Astro Oracle, because I need a little bit of astrology here. So for my pile 1, let's get you an astrology card. Though we already have Mercury energy with both the Two of Swords and with Thoth. Persephone gives me a little bit of Pluto, but also Venus. So I'll say this pile really wants a lot of cards to come out. There's something about abundance here. Like, I feel like you're both very abundant together. We have opposition, confrontation. So you both might be at odds with certain ideals here. Another way of seeing this, because opposition can be both a good and a bad thing. And maybe that's where the indecision is. Either you butt heads a lot, like you both have very opposing views, but they just make sense together, or the opposing views could just be so much that you won't be able to handle it going forward. It all depends. It's definitely like an opposites attract kind of connection here. And what the opposite is, I'm not sure, because it's not going to be every aspect of your relationship here that is opposites attract. It could just be very key ideals. For example, maybe one of you wants to travel the world, but one of you wants to set roots and settle down. Or maybe one of you wants to be the breadwinner, but the other person also wants to be the breadwinner. But how can you have a family if, you know, nobody stays home? It's that kind of mentality. There's one very key thing here where you both are very opposite on. And I feel like that could be a point of contention. So that's going to be up to you what that is. But it's not the entire relationship. That's what I'm seeing. It's mostly one key thing. Another way of seeing this, though, is that opposites can sometimes be good for each other because, again, they're opposite. So if one of you is more introverted and the other one is more extroverted, it'll work out because the extrovert brings out the introvert, and the introvert really grounds and brings in the extrovert, I mean. And for some people, they don't like that. Some introverts want to be introverts and some extroverts want to be with extroverts. It all depends, again, on how you see it. But that could, again, be part of the reason why there's a little bit of indecision here for my pile 1. So if this sounds like you and your person, let's go ahead and move on to the tarot portion to see how this connection, where this connection is headed, first of all, and how it will progress, should it progress. Because for this one, I am feeling a strong hint of, well, is it going to progress anywhere? But I am getting the feeling that both of you have already gotten to know each other to a good extent. Like you already know each other's quirks. You already know what each other wants out of a connection. It's like you've been dating around for a while. You may have even been together for a few years. And if this is a newer connection, again, maybe you were friends for a long time. Because I'm getting the feeling that you both kind of already know each other pretty well. Or well enough that you would know whether to take the next step or not. So for my pile 1, we're going to do this A and B style so we can get the viewpoints of you and your person. And then we're going to get connecting energies. I'm being told to start with opposing views. The left side, person A, is going to be you, pile 1, and then the right side, pile B, is going to be your person. If you want to switch these around, you can. And if you see mirroring within each other, then you can take that as confirmation. But let's go ahead and then we're going to have connecting energies as well. But let's get person A. Where is my person A? How do they feel in this connection? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like right now you're a little bit more financially well off, or at the very least you have a bit better idea of what it is that you want within a connection. This is also stability. This is also somebody who kind of knows what they want. They know who they are. They know what they want. You're a little bit more stable in your values. We also have the 5 of Wands. Tireless energy, that's for sure. I feel like you're the more energetic one. And I do feel you're the one who like initiates a lot more stuff within this connection. You could be a fire sign, or you could just have very fiery energy. And that's part of the reason you don't really listen to when people say, oh, let them come to you. Oh, they have to be the ones who reach out. I feel like this pile, you don't care about that. You're like, I go for what I want and I don't really care what anybody else says. And honestly, I feel like this is something your person likes about you. It's like, thank you. Because sometimes we're attracted to introverted people, and those introverted people will not be the first ones to reach out. So take this only if it resonates. And if you don't see yourself as extroverted, you might be a little bit more extroverted than your person, that's for sure, pile 1. Let's go ahead and get more cards, though. We have the Queen of Wands. Yep, you're definitely very fiery. Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles let me know that I'm getting boss bitch energy here. You know exactly what you want. I feel like you might be the one wondering when your person is going to show up, make a move, take it to the next step, because you really are waiting on them. Like, especially if you've been doing most of the work here, I don't think you're going to be the one taking it to the next level. You put the ball in their court, essentially. We also have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, because you're kind of tired of having to carry so much within this connection. Not that you mind. I don't think you mind. I just think you are you're waiting for that reciprocity. But let's go ahead and get cards for your person. See how they are feeling in this connection. Oh, they're the ones who are indecisive, that's for sure. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely, they're the ones who are trying to get their financial situation together. It could also be you to some extent, but I don't think as much as your person. Let's also get another card. We have Jupiter. This is... What is this? Number 5. Is this the Hierophant? I will look in the book for this because I don't know what this is. But Jupiter lets me know that they have a happy-go-lucky attitude. It's definitely either Pisces or Sagittarius energy, maybe both. This person really does rely on luck for a lot of things. Also, they just are very much go with the flow. I'm getting somebody who doesn't really worry about the next day, which is something I think you both like and kind of frustrates you at the same time, pile one. Let's go ahead and get 2 more cards. We have the Sacred Union, the Lovers. So they definitely love this connection. I feel like they definitely are all into whatever this union is. But they're just kind of waiting for their luck to turn around is what I'm seeing. So yes, this is going to be the Hierophant. There's also a karmic lesson your person has to learn here. A karmic lesson that either this connection is teaching them, that you might be teaching them, or that they are learning through their finances. Maybe all of the above in some cases. We also have the Sage. Oh, wow. This is Hermit. They might take some time apart from you to realize what it is that they want. If they ask for... They need time apart from you to figure out what it is that they want. But I'm also seeing somebody who really thinks of you when you're not around, which I know seems contradictory, but it's like their mind always wanders to you and what this connection is whenever you're not around. And I feel like it's in those moments that they really try to push forward for something here. Let's see what the connecting energies are between you and your person, and then we're going to do the progression. Being told to get 3 cards. So, connecting energies. I feel like you're both emotionally... Well, 2 ways. You're both emotionally stuck on each other. You both are very much into each other emotionally. If you haven't expressed this before, I feel like some of you will already know this, but if you haven't expressed your emotions to each other, I feel like you should. Another way of seeing this could be you are both emotionally stuck in previous energies. Not that either of you are wanting to get back with like previous people from your lives. It's more like there are particular emotions from those past relationships that are affecting this one. For example, and I get this one a lot, if people have been cheated on and they haven't really resolved that within themselves, they haven't really processed that emotion or understood it, they may feel that the next partner or the partner they are currently with may also cheat on them. So it's something like that. Or maybe in a previous connection, somebody took advantage of somebody financially or in some other way, and they have the feeling that this person that they are currently with or that they will get with in the future will also do that. I see this a lot. So this is definitely shadow work, internal work, and psychological work that you both have to do within each other. I'm not sure what it is. I feel like it's going to vary for the both of you, but definitely your person, they want to pursue this, but they want it to be at the right time. And you are just kind of waiting for them to become a king of something, because you're the Queen of Pentacles and you're the Queen of Wands. Let's get the connecting energies again. 2 more connecting energy cards. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, your person... Where do I put this? Okay, yeah. So you're waiting for your person to become more financially independent or to have their finances in order. I feel like this is something you asked of them, which is fair because you definitely have your finances in order. If it's not finances, it could be health, it could be stability, something here where they're doing their own thing. And let's see what card we have for another connecting card. We have the 5 of Cups and... Oh, okay. So we have the Tower and the 5 of Cups. I'm hearing it's kind of like both of you are waiting for something bad to happen. And it's more pessimism on your side and their side. Maybe more their side. I think it depends. But there's a sense of pessimism here within this connection, because back at the deck energy, we have the Page of Pentacles. Stability is such an important thing to the both of you. And it's kind of like, I'm not sure what it is. Like, somebody here is waiting for stuff to just go wrong, and I feel like it might be your person, because they're the one going through the karmic lesson. I feel like they feel they don't deserve you, so they're working really hard, but they really want you, and they have this energy of like holding onto you so tightly that you might just slip through their fingers regardless, because the muscles of their hands are so they're so, oh, what's the word? They're so sore that they can't even unfurl them. That's what I'm seeing. And meanwhile, you're just kind of waiting on them. And it's like, you're not really meant for waiting. You have way too much fire energy within you, pile one. You're not meant for waiting, but you're willing to wait for them just a moment. That's why the King of Pentacles showed up on your side, because that Pentacles energy within you, the earthy energy, the energy that is willing to be patient, is willing to be patient for your person to be the person that they want, or that you need them to be, that they want to be, whatever the situation is. I do see you both clinging onto each other emotionally, so I don't think this will progress any further unless you want it to, unless you both want it to. But I do need you to understand you are both working through some emotional baggage from previous connections, previous energies, maybe even previous past lives. It could also be, depending on how long you've been with this person, previous emotional baggage from another point within this connection, like from like earlier on in this connection, whatever that may be. If you've had any kind of disagreements, or if you've gone through anything together. What's underneath the Page of Pentacles? We have Divine Feminine. This is the High Priestess, and we have the Moon. There's a lot of psychic energy surrounding this, and I feel like, honestly, you both feel each other very intuitively. This is something your person really likes about you, especially with the Jupiter card here. But this is also something you really like about your person, because let's face it, you're very intuitive, pile one. This is why you are at a tarot reading. If you weren't intuitive, you wouldn't trust the universe to guide you to a reading that is going to present something to you that you need to hear. And that's just how it is, because every time I do readings about, are you intuitive? Like, everyone I read for is intuitive. Everybody. Most people, 99%. But let's go ahead and do the progression of your connection here. Where is this connection headed? I'm going to do 5 cards for this to see, and you can take this in any increment. It could be the next 5 weeks, months, years, however many timestamps you want to do on your particular connection. So let's see, where is this connection headed? So the next step for this connection is going to be, we got 2 cards. We have Ace of Cups and the Sun. There's definitely going to be a sense of a renewal within this connection. Like, you're both confidently trying to renew something. And maybe this is something you do a lot. I'm kind of seeing a contract, whether this is more on the spiritual or whether this is something you guys actually do. Like, you come back every month, 2 months, every certain amount of time, and you check in with each other. It's like, hey, how are you feeling about this relationship? And I feel like that's very mature. That's actually very smart of you, especially if this started off very casually, or if you both didn't know what you wanted, but you wanted to keep having something with each other. Because there's definitely a sense of commitment here. Let me tell you that. We have both the King and Queen of Pentacles. Out of all the couples, out of all the kings and queens, they're going to be the ones who have been together forever, because earth energy is long lasting. So there's definitely a sense that you both have a feeling of there's a lot of earth in this particular connection as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stability, a lot of earth energy, because we have the Hierophant and we have the Hermit. At least I hope I'm reading this right. This is a 9, right? Yes, that is a 9. Sorry, I'm new to this deck and it's very beautiful, but they rename certain things within this deck. But I'll get the book in a moment. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. There could be a lot of sudden stops here and there within this connection. All right, let's get the next step after renewing this. We have the Knight of Pentacles, setting a plan in place for the long term. I do see you both speaking about the long term. I do see you both speaking about what it is that you want and progressing with a plan of some sort. I feel like there's going to be a plan set in place. We also have the Seven of Wands. Both of you are going to take accountability for something. Both of you are going to, you're both going to fight for something here. Standing your ground, boundaries, defending your position, challenge, perseverance, protective. You're protecting something, but also standing your ground. This is going to be what you don't compromise on here, pile one. It could be an argument, but not an argument where you're going to be like, it's not going to be an ugly argument. It's going to be a debate. Let's put it like a debate, or something where you both have to come to an agreement about something here. I don't get a lot of aggressive energy from this pile, even though there is a lot of fire. I feel like even when you both, I'm hearing negotiations. Your arguments are more like negotiations and understandings. Again, very strong Libra energy, because I feel like Libra doesn't like to argue, even though they do argue just in their own way. They argue in a way that doesn't seem like arguing, if that makes any sense. And if you know any Libras, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I love Libras. I really do. You guys are in my 7th house, but it's kind of funny the amount of times I have to defend my stuff against a Libra. And I'm like, was that an argument that I just had, but it didn't feel like it? Let's go ahead and get the next 2 steps. So the 4th step, we have the Queen of Cups. This is an emotional release. This is an emotional connection. I feel like somebody here is going to say something that is really going to not tear at the heartstrings, but it's going to open up the heart. I feel like there's been a little bit of a lack of emotion within this connection. I'm not sure on whose part, but there's going to be a need to connect here. It could also be somebody meeting somebody's mom, I'm hearing. Somebody could be meeting somebody's mom, and whatever mom has to say is going to be rather important within this connection. I guess whoever is closest to their mother here. Yeah, very interesting. Let's get the next card. But overall, something emotional here. This could also be whoever the feminine is here, if you want children, even if you don't want children. Somebody here is going to see somebody being a really good parent to a kid that is not their own kid. This is imagining children with somebody is what I'm hearing. So even if you don't want kids, I think you still want to be with a partner who would be great with kids should you want any. That's always been like a very key thing for any relationship. It's like, sure, you may not want children, but you want them to be good with children, because that ability to nurture and take care of somebody else is something that biologically we want within somebody, because we want them to take care of us, which is why we get pets and stuff. I mean, it's that need to nurture. Let's go ahead and get the last card, the last step of the next step, I guess, how this connection will progress. We have the Hermit again, but he wanted to come out reversed. I am seeing you both. How do we say this? This is ascension is what I'm being told. It could be spending time apart. I don't think you'll be alone. It's more like you're ascending spiritually in your own terms. Let's get another card to clarify the Hermit specifically, because I'm not seeing being alone. I'm seeing the both of you growing in your own ways. Knight of Cups, yeah. This is also Virgo energy. If somebody's a Virgo here, just take this as confirmation. But I'm seeing more the need to focus on each other, because the one way I was told to, when I was learning about the astrological signs, it was so weird. I forget what book this is. I want to say it was Linda Lovegood. The way she described Virgo is that because they're the sign right after Leo, they still have a little bit of the focusing on the self, but this time it's like on self-criticizing. So I feel like somebody here is going to be it's going to really reflect on themselves and then take the leap and pursue this further. I don't see anything set in stone, but I do see this connection progressing forward. But the biggest thing is knowing that there will be a little bit of a revival within this connection, though I feel like that happens quite regularly here. It's what keeps this connection fresh. There's going to be a little bit of an argument, but again, to both understand what you each want. And there's going to be an emotional, I'm hearing a confession, like an emotional confession here. Something that brings you both deeper together on a very intimate level. And back of the deck, the High Priestess, letting me know that this union is very divinely guided, that you both have a lot of intuition within this connection. I kind of love this energy. It's like you're both taking it on your terms and you're making this love work for you however it needs to work. A lot of it isn't set in stone, but I feel like you both want each other. And I feel like at least in this particular moment, at this time, this is what you both want, Pile 1. And I feel like you're going to have to be okay with it. So I'm not sure if this reading has yet answered where this connection is going. But there's definitely a feeling that you both still want each other, even if you don't know where you're both going. So let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice from my beautiful Pile 1s. We're gonna do more channeled messages from the Enchanted Love Oracle. But first, I think I want to do another deck. Let's start with the I Am So Totally Into You deck, just to get a view of how this connection is going along, where it may lead to for my Pile 1. We've got ever thine, ever mine, ever ours. There is such a feeling of belonging here. I mean, after all, the song that came through at the beginning was I Will Love You Till the End of Time. We had all the Pentacles energy. There is definitely already commitment here if you thought there wasn't, Pile 1. I hope you understand that. You and your person are very much both committed to each other, not just on a physical level, but also a little bit on an emotional level. There's emotional commitment, and there's also maybe even spiritual commitment for some of you, depending on how spiritual you and your person are. Let's go ahead and get a card from the Lovers Oracle as well. I'm also thinking of how Beethoven is a classical composer that we still listen to this day, and his music was from, I don't even know how long ago. I honestly don't. I wish I did. I'm sorry, my classical music people. I failed you. But if you know, let me know in the comments below. Let's get your... So the card I'm being told to choose. It's this one. It's a little... They're both nude, but I feel like there's... To me, this always looks like healing and or massage. So maybe physical touch is very important. Yeah, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. There is a lot of healing to be done within this connection before it can progress forward. I need you to understand that, Pile 1. And that's not to say that it won't progress forward. And it's not to say that there's anything wrong with you or your person. It's just that the healing that needs to be done actually will affect this connection. It will affect the relationship. And I feel like you're both willing to wait for each other to heal. But at the same time, don't feel the need to heal them. You will both heal on your own. After all, that's what the Hermit energy is. It's the need to retreat into yourself so that you can heal on your own terms. Let's go ahead and get your channeled messages. These could be from your person, or they could be from Spirit, or maybe some of it could be you as well, Pile 1. I'm being told to get one more Lover's Oracle card. I'm not sure why. Sorry for that. You know what this is? This is that lack of communication coming through, because even the channeled messages are having a little bit of a delay here. Okay, let's get one more card for you and your person. We have... it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Again, just hitting that home. Focus on yourself, Pile 1. Take back your energy, retreat from this connection for a small moment. I don't think this is meant for you to leave them. It's just you need to focus on some aspect of yourself. And your person needs to too, because they need to focus on their finances. I feel like when your energies, first of all, you intermesh each other very easily and you're already committed. So withdrawing from them shouldn't mess with the stability of this connection. I hope you understand that. Let's go ahead and get your cards though. So channeled messages from my Pile 1. I'm going to reach out to you soon. So yeah, I feel like you're always in contact with each other. I don't feel like the conversation ever ends. Again, just more proof that you're more committed to each other than you realize. I'm coming back to you. Yeah, like there's time apart, but you're both going to be, like you both want each other. I find you so beautiful. I think about us growing old together. Oh my gosh. Pile 1. What did I say? I feel like some of you just really need to learn patience, maybe. I love your touch, your laugh, and your scent. This person absolutely adores you. They absolutely adore you, and they just want to be the best version of themselves for you. And it's amazing that they are mature enough to understand this. So give each other the time and space right now. Miss each other. Write to each other. Send each other cute things. But give yourself some space. Like, don't feel the need to always be thinking about them or wanting to see them. Like, you both need to grow on your own terms. And it's going to be just as beautiful when you get back together. Yeah, because back of the deck, I don't feel like we're intimate enough. Maybe for some of you, this might just be like physical touch that you are lacking, and maybe physical touch is so important here. Maybe, how do I put this? It might be time to learn, how, I don't even know how to put this. It's time to feel yourself outside your body. It's time for you to really step into that meditative mind, because it's kind of like, the physical touch, what is that? Root chakra? It's a lack of safety. It's time for you to feel safe within your own body. For some of you, I'm not sure who needed to hear that, but it wanted to come through a little bit hesitantly. But yeah, just know you and your person are definitely very much committed to each other. You both want each other, and I don't think you're going to be seeing anybody else, because I'm hearing you're all I want and I don't want anybody else. It's very beautiful, but this is where I leave you, pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and your person. I wish you both nothing but the best and a lot of love. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 2. If you chose the Golden Healer Palm Stone, then we have your reading here for you about where this connection is headed. We're going to see where the relationship connection that you have with your person will be headed. We're going to tap into the oracles to give us a view of how this connection is working, how this connection, the nature of this relationship. And then we're going to go into the tarot, and that'll give us a view on your individual energies. And then we'll do a second tarot portion to see the actual progress of this connection. I'm channeling a song for you guys. It's Silent All These Years by Tori Amos. Beautiful song, but I'm not sure. The specific lyrics coming through is, so you found a girl who thinks really deep thoughts. What's so amazing about really deep thoughts? Boy, you best pray that I bleed real soon. How's that thought for you? So I'm not sure who that is for. And of course, the nature of the song, it makes me wonder if you're typically a very quiet person, or you've been a quiet person before, or maybe you're just not a quiet person around your particular person in mind. I guess it all depends on how you want to view it. Take that song how you want, but the main thing I was channeling was that lyric. But let's go ahead and get your cards. You actually got 2 from the tarot portion. We have the Dawn of Rings, which is the Page of Rings, and the Knight of Swords. This is seeing promise in something and acting on it, is what I'm channeling from this particular energy. Because the Page of Pentacles, it says reflection and diligence, but I'm thinking of somebody who's able to start something here. There's potential. I see potential, and I'm seeing the seeds being sown. We also have the Knight of Wands, enthusiastic and adventurous. So there's definitely a want to set roots so that you can go further ahead here within this connection. You could also see this as you and your person. One of you could be the Page of Pentacles, and one of you could be the Knight of Wands here, depending on who has the more fiery energy and who has the more earth energy. I do see the Page of Pentacles being more cautious, while the Knight of Wands is more adventurous, a little bit more of a risk taker, shall we say. And sometimes the pages, I don't necessarily take the pages to mean younger. I usually take them to mean less experienced, and the knights will be people who are more wanting to do things, like more out there. But they could also be a little bit older. But I think in this case, you might be in similar ages, but I definitely see one or the both of you being a little bit in the energy of like trying to be more stable, trying to definitely grow up or be more responsible. Take whichever resonates. But there's also like this need, this insatiable spirit that wants to go on adventures. This is a couple that doesn't want to get bored, even though they also want to settle down, if that makes any sense. And then the card we got from the channeled messages, you drive me crazy, I'm in so deep. There's definitely a little bit of a wild nature to this connection, especially if one of you doesn't see yourself as like wild, crazy, and adventurous. I feel like your person or you bring this out in your person, like you will bring this out in each other. One person will bring this out in the person who's a little bit less daring, and it's overall a very fun connection. But I do see you two being a little risky, if that makes any sense, because the lyric that I was channeling is about you better hope that I get my period soon because we're not ready to have a kid. That's what I'm hearing. So use protection, please, pile 2. If children is not what you want, do take the precautions in place. Because I'm also seeing this as a little bit of fertile energy, believe it or not. Let's go ahead and get your cards. I'm going to start with the priestess of light cards for my pile 2. Where is this connection headed? How is this connection progressing? We've got clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. It wouldn't surprise me if you both are a little bit psychic with each other. Specifically with visions, I'm wondering if one or the both of you are very visual here, and that can play out in many ways. Either you could be artistic, or maybe just appearances might be important to you, or even the visions you have of each other could be important. Somebody here could have psychic dreams as well. Overall, lots of third eye, like mind's eye kind of energy, but also inspiration and trust. I feel like you both trust each other's visions, if that makes any sense, whether that's literal visions or a vision of the future. Let's go ahead and get another card. We have miracles, ancient wisdom. You and your person have the capacity to create some crazy things, is what I'm seeing. Like maybe you've already had experiences like this where like things just miraculously work out for you, or your sense of timing, your synchronicity, the coincidences you guys have are just something a little bit. This connection is very spiritual, or it makes you believe in the spiritual. Like this might be a connection where you honestly want to believe in things like twin flames or soulmates or whatever word you want to put on it. Not saying that you two are, but there's just been too many coincidences in this relationship for you to really want to not believe in the spiritual. There's another Bjork song coming through. Lots of 90s ladies coming through. I love my 90s alternative rock ladies. They are my godmothers, and I feel like they might be yours as well, pile 2. But there's a song. What is it? Coincidence only makes sense with you, and you push me to the state of emergency. Yeah, that's is it Yoga? I think it's Yoga by Bjork. That song is coming through. 35 and 39 could be important numbers here. Maybe those are ages for somebody. Let's get one more card from this deck. This deck is being very insightful in this pile. We have Earth Magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. I feel like you two can accomplish anything. And I kind of love that we have Earth here, because when you have Earth and fire together, I love it because it's the capacity to create things that are adventurous and amazing, but also long lasting, very long lasting, because it's like I'm thinking of like designer labels, fashion designers that have withstood the test of time, like a lot of those Italian labels, but are also so iconic in their look and their flashiness. Like it's almost yeah, I'm getting like something that never goes out of style, but it's still bold and beautiful every time. Like something big, bold, and beautiful that doesn't go out of style. That's how I would describe this connection. Let's go ahead and get your... let's do Gods and Goddess cards before we get any further. For my pile 2, and you can see this as the masculine and feminine within this connection, or the masculine and feminine aspects of this connection. So you two have a lot of fun together. And I don't really see, it's weird, it's like you want it to last a lifetime, but you also don't want to spend too much time thinking about the future. We have Gaia, creation. Like I said, if you don't want children, please take the precautions here, because creation makes me think that you are very fertile together. But again, also that you will create a lot of things together. I feel like you fuel each other's imaginations. You fuel each other's inspiration for sure, especially if you're both very creative. Or even if you're not, it's like you both inspire each other to do better. And let's get another card from the Gods card. Sorry, the Gods deck, the Gods and Titans deck. We have Mithras, sacrifice. I feel like this could mainly be the masculine, but maybe also the feminine. There have been some sacrifices made for the sake of this connection. Like maybe somebody here decided to tame a wilder side of themselves, or give up a certain habit, especially if it was like a bad habit, to make this connection work. Sacrifice also makes me think of the time that you give to each other, or the time that you may spend on each other. And it's not really seen as a sacrifice. It's more like... maybe it was seen as a sacrifice at first, but as time went along, you realized that this was actually necessary in order for both of you to grow, not just individually, not just together, but also individually. Let's go ahead and get your spirit animal cards. for my pile 2. There's a lot of fun within this connection, by the way. I'm not sure if I've stressed that enough. We have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch, number 18. So 18 might be an important age. Maybe that's when you both met each other, got together, or if you're that young, you could both be 18 or close to that age. But bring a gentle touch makes me think that there's a gentleness to this connection that maybe not a lot of people see or that people wouldn't suspect. I feel like the gentleness is something that you only see like behind closed doors. Like you two are very gentle and sweet with each other, but on the outside you're very wild, carefree, and just, you know, out there doing your thing. And let's get one more card from this deck. We have Otter Spirit. Oh my gosh, you are never alone. You are definitely each other's companions. I feel like, especially if you both have dealt with feelings of loneliness when you found each other, you knew you would never be alone again because you found a kindred spirit. You found somebody to have fun with, but also to set roots with. And I feel like one or the both of you, this could have been the thing you've always been looking for. Or maybe in some cases you didn't realize that was what you were looking for. Somebody who just kept things alive, especially when you're used to, if somebody here was used to relationships being or becoming boring after a while, or just becoming very, I'm hearing humdrum or very complacent in some way. I feel with this person, you realize that you could keep it fresh, alive, and new, but also let it be something that lasts a long time or a lifetime. I keep wanting to say a lifetime, whatever that is. I'm not sure how long you and your person have been together, because I'm seeing it kind of both ways. You could either have been with each other for a short while or for a long time. But regardless, I feel like there's a good amount of stability here. Not me dropping all the cards. Apologies, pile 2. I don't know why these cards just fell out of my hands. I guess that was Spirit's way of saying get on with it. But I'm not sure how long this connection has lasted. Maybe it also started rather suddenly, because that when cards get knocked out of my hand like that, I think of the Tower moment. We have Ascendant and Libra. So somebody here could have Libra on the Ascendant. Ascendant makes me think that you both prioritize both your individual needs, like you both take care of yourselves. You make sure that you are looking after your individual selves. You look after each other, but also yourselves. But then Libra is balance, which makes me think that there's definitely a lot of love in this connection. Libra is the sign of partnerships, or is a sign that is really good at creating partnerships here. So, and if you do have Libra on the Ascendant, you will have Aries on the Descendant or in the 7th house. So that makes sense. Keeping things fresh and alive within this connection is important to you, but also finding that balance, also caring about each other. There's a companionship here. I was gonna say codependency, but I'm like, no, these two really take care of their own things separately, but then come together and make sure that they also take care of each other. This is like a great balance of both independence and dependability on each other. Like you can depend on each other, but you can also trust that you will go out and do new things. Maybe this is one way that you keep things alive, is by going out and making sure you retain your individuality, and then coming together to like share that individuality with each other, especially if you are both like there's just such beautiful energy here, pile 2. I feel like you both go out of your way to have new experiences so that you can share this with your person, especially if one of you is more, I feel like one of you works a little bit harder than the other, or maybe one of you has a job and the other one stays home and tends to the home, to the hearth, to the kids, to the fur babies. And this is how you exchange things. Like there's a feeling that you each have your own life, but then you come together and add it to the life that you have with each other, and it's very beautiful energy, and it's also very spiritually guided. I hope you understand that. There's a gentleness and there's a companionship here for sure, but you make sure that you balance out your individual needs with the needs of your partner. Very beautiful energy, and at the same time I feel like you drive each other crazy. And you could take this literally, like maybe there are times when you're just getting each other's nerves and it's like, why are you like this? But I feel like you like that. It's like, yes, you know, your person is a bit crazy, but you like that crazy side of them, or you might like the nonsense that they are up to sometimes, because again, because there's enough detachment here where their stuff will not affect your, like their energy will not affect your energy. So when they do something crazy, it's like, okay, cool, I'm not gonna have to deal with that. That's your own thing. But also, we're gonna talk about this later. Like it's that kind of energy, and it's really cute. Very cute. It feels very mature too. So again, I don't know how long you two have been with each other because I can't really tell. There's a lot of 30s. 35 came out twice actually. So maybe the both of you are in your 30s, 39, 26. Seven is a number of spirituality. I say this because I lived in two homes that the address added up to 7. And that's always it's like a temple-like home. It's very quiet. It's definitely a sanctuary. So I feel like your home will be a sanctuary. If not, then I feel like you are each other's sanctuaries. You come together and things are just so cozy and so lovely, but also very enlightening. Like, I feel like you two come together and cleanse each other's energy, if that makes any sense. And some couples are like that. Some couples come together and like their energy just bogs each other down. But when you two come together, it's the opposite. Like, you both know how to transmute energies, whether you are aware of this or not, pile 2. But if this sounds like you and your person and you want to continue seeing where this is going to go, let's go ahead and move on to the tarot portion. Though honestly, I'm kind of surprised you're here. Well, again, like I said, I'm not sure how long you've been together. So if this is fairly new, if you've been with each other for only maybe a few years, you want to know if this will go any deeper. I'm not getting a strong sense of marriage here because it's it's a little bit of an unconventional energy. So it wouldn't surprise me if you decided to hold off on marriage until you found something a little bit more stable with each other. But at the same time, I'm not sure. Maybe this is why you're here, pile 2. Maybe you're aware of the compatibility here and how well everything works out. So you're wondering where this connection is headed. We're going to do the tarot portion in A and B style. I'm intending person A on the left side to be you, pile 2, and I'm intending your person to be the person on the right side, person B, and then connecting energies in the middle. You can switch these around if you want. And of course, if you see mirroring with each other, you could just take that as it is or take it however you like. So for person A, my pile 2, we have the 2 of Pentacles. We have a balancing act here. We are balancing things out, which does make sense here. I feel like this is something you're always constantly doing, making sure that you are taking care of yourself and then also taking care of your person. Balancing things out. What else do we got here? We got the moon with secrets or emotion. I'm hearing balancing out the need to always think what they're thinking or to always figure out what they're going through. I feel like there's an emotional boundary here with you and your person. Especially if your person is kind of hard to open up to or who has a hard time opening up, is what I'm hearing. We have the Seeker of Wands. This is the Page of Wands. Again, youthful energy. We also have the Divine Intervention, number 16. This is that Tower moment, divine intervention. So I'm wondering if there's been something to kind of offset the balance of the connection for you personally, pile 2. I feel like with the moon, we could also be talking about secrets. Maybe there's been a revelation of a particular emotion within yourself that is kind of throwing you off. Maybe you're realizing that you feel very differently about a particular topic. And what this topic is will vary. For you, it might be the fact that you're having to balance out so much. It could also be this creative energy. It could be a surprise pregnancy for some of you. That's not going to be everybody. And if you had both agreed to not have kids or to wait to have kids, and now this is happening, and you want to know how this connection will progress once this revelation is made, I guess this would make a lot of sense. That's going to be a very specific scenario for very specific people. It's not going to be for everybody, of course. But that's one way to see it. It could also just be, again, the realization that you feel a certain way and you don't know how to bring it up to your person. So let's go ahead and get your person's cards. For my pile 2, what is their person? How do they view this connection? What's going on? We have the 8 of Swords, not seeing something. We have the World. We have the King of Wands. And 2 more cards wanted to come out. We have Divine Feminine. This is Empress energy. And 7 of Swords. So, I'm going to get connecting energies before I dive into this. For my pile 2, we've got the Conqueror. This is the Knight of Wands again. This is the Hermit. And the Three of Cups. So the way I see it is your person, the Eight of Swords is not seeing something. What they're not seeing is, first of all, they're not really seeing an end to this because they understand with the world that they have found completion within this connection. I feel like they're very happy with this connection. They absolutely love the power it gives them. They love the confidence that you bring to them. They love the confidence that this connection brings to them. In some cases, you could have actually helped them a lot to get them to where they need to be, is what I'm seeing. After all, you're the Page of Wands, they're the King of Wands. And even though it would seem that it's the other way around, I feel like you're the one who set them on a course to become this powerful Wands, fiery energy that they have. But with the Divine, with the Empress and the Seven of Swords, I do feel that they would feel, they feel a little, I'm seeing like, the image I'm being shown, this is an example. It's like somebody trying to trap somebody with a baby, but I don't think that's necessarily the case because Empress energy is somebody who, your person already sees you as a divine feminine. Your person already sees you as like everything they could ever want. So the Seven of Swords here is a deception. It could also be, oh God, what's going on here? It's kind of like there's secrets that you're keeping that they're aware of secrets you're keeping. They're aware of whenever you have a certain shift in your energy. They're aware when something is coming through because the Moon and the Seven of Swords is definitely secrets here. And I feel like you yourself have a secret. There's a psychic bond here. You can't really hide anything from your person just the way they can't hide anything from you. I hope you understand that's a double-edged sword here. That's a two-way street. So even if you're the more spiritual one, your person, when it comes to you, they will be very psychic. I'm not sure why, and I don't know how spiritual your person is or not. Probably quite a bit because we do have the world here. But the Empress energy with the Seven of Swords makes me think that they're kind of afraid you'll stab them in the back or that you will hold something against them. There's a little bit of a mistrust when it comes to the love they have for you. It's almost like they have so much love for you that they're afraid they're aware that this is a power you have over them. They're aware that the love they have for you is a power that you can wield over them, and they're not sure whether to trust this or not. And this might be something they have to work out within themselves because I doubt you would ever use this against them. I feel like if anything, it might be your unpredictable nature that also sets them off with the Tower card here. But I feel like there's moments here when you both just go through little Tower moments. I wouldn't say they're big ones, but with the Knight of Wands, what I heard when I picked this card out was this was meant to be fun. This connection was always meant to be fun. And I'm not sure if this is something you both agreed on, whether it was meant to be casual or whether it was something that was meant to be for a short while, or if that was just like the soul contract you had that whenever you got together, it was meant to be fun. But then we have the Hermit and the Three of Cups. And there's like you're definitely the more introverted one with the Hermit energy here, pile 2. And your person is far more outgoing. The Three of Cups lets me know that they definitely like the party lifestyle. I feel like this is where you two come apart and then come together. Like maybe you stay in a lot more than your person does, and your person likes to go again out with friends, and then they come back and they tell you all about their night and how their friends were, and you of course ask questions, and at the same time you provide, a safe sanctuary for them to come home to. I see that there's definitely an adoration here for each other, but it's just the lifestyles that are not quite meshing together. The lifestyles are just so different. And again, if you were to want to settle down with your person, because I feel like your person would settle down with you if you ask them to, but they're not ready to. And I think you would be understanding enough to not ask them either, because you understand how they are. You wouldn't want them to change their ways for you. But this Tower moment and there's just something. It's like something is about, you both feel that something crazy is about to happen, or that something can't last, or that somehow the only way to stay together is if some crazy stuff happened. There's like a distrust here in how this connection is going to go. And honestly, it's something deeply rooted within your psyche here. You're both kind of waiting for ish to hit the fan, essentially. And the way you're viewing this, for you, it could be any kind of situation. For you, it could be any situation, pile 2. Specifically for your person, and this is so specific, they're afraid you're going to trap them with a baby or deceive them or lie to them and use your power, the love that they have for you against them somehow. They're afraid of falling in love, or they're afraid that they are in love if they're aware of this, because they know that you could hurt them. Essentially, this is the thing. Like, you're both very blind to certain aspects of yourself, and honestly, I feel like this is more shadow work that you both have to do within yourselves. Because if you're both in an energy of like, what's about to happen, like, we don't know what could happen, we don't know when we're going to turn on each other, that's only going to set you up for failure. Because yes, you're very different, but I feel like it's possible for the both of you to work it out and still have fun. Like, it's possible for the both of you to talk things out and have fun with each other. But let me go ahead and get the cards for how this connection will play out. I'm using the Lucid Dreams Tarot here, and I'm going to get 5 cards from my pile 2. And you can see these 5 placements as either the next 5 weeks, the next 5 months, years, whatever time marker you need for the progression of this connection. That's what we're going to do. But the first card we have is 5 of Cups. And usually this is a disappointment. This is usually also pessimism. That's the way I've always taken it, is not refusing to see the 2 cups that are still standing and instead seeing these 3 cards knocked down. And because we have the 3 of Cups here, I feel like this energy of having fun might be something that is going to be let go soon enough, because there's something that you need to focus on. It could be work, it could be on each other, it could be on something you both decide to take on together. It did want to come out reversed, so there is a potential to overcome this particular disappointment. It's like you both have very great problem-solving energies. So just make sure to take care of this. I feel like you both avoid disappointment a lot, or you're able to work through things that disappoint you. So the next thing will be something where you overcome a particular feeling of loss is what I'm getting. Let's go ahead and get the next card, the progression of this connection. Yeah, you're going to bounce back with the 6 of Wands. You're going to be a lot happier once you get over this. Because I feel like whatever disappointment this was, whatever this regret, this failure maybe, it's going to bring you closer. Whatever it is that you both lose out on, it's going to bring you closer, because you're going to be able to be there for each other in an emotional way. And maybe emotions are something that you need to deal with here as well. Let's go ahead and clarify, or sorry, get the next step in this connection. We have the High Priestess. I'm hearing a mastery of your intuition within each other. I'm also seeing that you both are going to want to ascend in a certain way. You could literally be tapping into, like, you're going to find out something about each other that's going to, like, make you both want to be spiritually closer. This could just be your intuition, your psychic link getting stronger. It could also be a bit of detachment so that you can both grow in your own ways. But it's beautiful energy. Whoever the feminine is here, they're going to become very psychic, essentially. Let's go ahead and get the next step in this connection. You have the Ace of Cups. And I'm seeing a renewal. I feel like, honestly, after whatever this disappointment is, you're just going to get stronger and stronger. Like, you're going to feel like partying again. You're going to feel very powerful with each other. You're going to ascend spiritually. Somebody here is going to tap into their intuition, and it's going to bring in something amazing. The Ace of Cups is a renewal within this connection. I feel like there will be some sort of renewal of love, maybe even a declaration of love for some of you. And then the last card, which is the next step, not the last step, but the next step after all of these, is going to be the Lovers. Oh my gosh. I feel like if you two are not already committed to each other, you will reinstate that you will become committed, or you might reinstate your commitment to each other. But I see you two growing closer together. I definitely see this connection growing closer together, even though, again, you know what the High Priestess and the Ace of Cups is? This is healing. It's a healing of these particular worries that you both have, the feeling that things are going to go wrong, or the feeling that somebody here is going to deceive someone. Again, this could be a disappointment. Maybe somebody here will actually deceive someone in a not so dire way. It could be something small. It could be something that just isn't like too big of a deal, or something unexpected may happen. And again, this could be the particular disappointment that happens. But I feel like it could also be a revelation of emotions to each other. Maybe a revelation of how you each feel, and it might get you in a weird way at first, but then you just come back better than ever, because I'm seeing you both celebrate something here, whatever this may be. Somebody here could have lost something as well. Maybe somebody is going through a particular, either the loss of a job, the loss of hopefully not for everybody, a loved one, or just a dream that didn't pan out, or somebody giving up on a dream here. But then you both come together and realize that you can still make it work. So I really do see the both of you healing through particular events that happen to you unexpectedly. And somehow this solidifies the love that you have for each other, because there really is love here. There really is an absolute admiration or respect for each other here. You both love the freedom that this connection gives you, the freedom to be yourself, whether that's spiritually or energetically, or even on a more social basis. Like, you love the freedom this connection gives you, but you also love that you can come together. It's beautiful energy that is coming through. So I do see there being some particular episode coming to this connection, but know that you will get over it. For some of you, you might already be in this particular episode. Maybe some things were said that were not meant to be said, or maybe you're trying to overcome a particular hurt in this connection. But I do see it working out for the better, because there's just so much a feeling of belonging to each other. Because I keep hearing, who else am I going to go to? Like, you already found each other. But very beautiful energy, pile 2. Very beautiful energy. I do see this going in the right direction. I do see this going in the most positive direction for the both of you. So let's go ahead and get your closing cards for my pile 2. So for my pile 2, we're going to get some Lovers Oracle cards to give us another view of your relationship, of where this connection may be headed, of anything else that needs to be brought to the light about this connection. For my pile 2s, we have this card. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And I feel like you and your person already do this with each other anyway. Again, this is part of the reason that you both really like this connection. You're able to be yourselves within this connection without having to completely drown in each other's energies. Let's get another card. I'm being told this one, which I might have to censor. It's a little juicy. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of passion within this energy. So like I said, if you don't want children right away, make sure you take proper precautions here, because a lot of you might be very fertile together. Let's go ahead and get the I Am So Totally Into You deck for some quotes that reflect this connection, or some aspect of this connection. For my pile 2, we have, yes, I need you, my fairy tale, because you are the only person I can talk with about the shade of a cloud, about the song of a thought, and about how when I went out to work today and looked at a tall sunflower in the face, it smiled at me with all its seeds. Yeah, I feel like you both just love to talk to each other. Like, you both go out, do your thing, come back, and then just speak. In a way, you can only speak to each other. I feel like you might even have your own way of communicating that not a lot of people understand. For some of you, it might be a psychic connection. For others of you, it could be the way you like to speak. Maybe there's a particular way that you both speak with each other that just makes sense to you. Like, some couples have their own language or something like that, or their own way of speaking. Like, words that you make up with each other that only you understand. So let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. This could be from either you or your person, or just anything that needs to be revealed about this connection. For my pile 2. For my pile 2. Channeled messages. Somebody here is very hesitant to talk to somebody. I'm not sure what the message is or what's going on, but somebody here is very hesitant to talk to somebody. We have summer and we have spring. So these seasons could be important to the both of you. Maybe you met in either spring or summer, or these are seasons that you both like to see each other, or that you spend the most time with each other. We also have I Get Lost in You. Yeah, there's a feeling that you get apart from each other so that you can get lost in each other later. I kind of like this. I'm being shown like a lava lamp. Like, for whatever reason, I'm being shown a lava lamp. We have fall. So the seasons are important. We've already gotten 3 seasons here. So I might get more just because I feel like these are seasons that are important. I was thinking about only getting 5 cards, but let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards, pile 2. I am getting my financial situation together. So yeah, somebody here could be worried about their finances and getting that in order. We have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which I was already getting Libra. This is the second time Libra has come around in this particular pile as well. So maybe somebody has Libra placements. We also have, I know this is random, but you cook the best food. So somebody here is probably really good with food, either in selecting the food that is going to taste good or cooking it. Because I know not everybody cooks. I'm aware that not everybody cooks. I cook, but I've been with people who do not cook. But they still have great taste in food. Let's get another one. We are soulmates. Like I said, this connection is spiritual enough that it makes you believe in soulmates. But yeah, I feel like you both have a lot of fun together. And there's a sense that you just both belong with each other. There's a companionship here. And back of the deck, I'm obsessed with my career. Somebody here could be really focusing on their career, and this could be part of the finances. And maybe that's only why you see each other during certain times of the year, like fall, spring, summer. Maybe winter is too busy for you to see each other. Whatever the case may be. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you and your person. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I am sending both you and your person so much love. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the black tourmaline palm stone, then we have a reading here for you about where this connection is headed. We're going to see where the connection between you and your person is going to go. We're going to tap into the oracles to get a nature of what this connection is, a view of how you two are getting along, what is going on. And then we're going to tap into the tarot to see both your side, their side, as well as the progression. So let's start with the cards you chose. We have the World, Achievement, and Fulfillment. Oh, I like this. I love this card a lot. And then we have, I love you how the sun glimmers on your skin. Oh my goodness. I mean, great cards to start off so far, right? But let's go ahead and get the rest of your oracles. Just to see what the energy is here between you and your person. So we have angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support, number 6. Okay, so 6 is a number of partnerships, but angelic assistance makes me think that there is divine guidance in this particular connection. I feel like maybe quite literally the world is conspiring to bring you two together, or your angels, your guides, your spirits are kind of trying to get you two to a place where you can be with each other. One or the both of you might believe in guardian angels here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Let's go ahead and get more cards. I'm seeing somebody light a candle for something here. I'm not sure who is doing what here, but it could be for this particular connection. I know in the religion I grew up with, in Catholicism, people do light candles for, to look after certain people for safekeeping. So it could be this. It's like you light a candle to keep them safe or to wish them well so that their guardian angel can watch over them. I don't know who needed to hear that. That's very specific. But if you do something very similar in your culture or in your religion, again, just take that as confirmation. We also have sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy. So you two are meant to carry on something important in this lifetime. Eternal flame makes me think of is it the Bangles, Eternal Flame? Close your eyes, give me your hand. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Oh, I love that song. I think that was my favorite love song growing up when I was a child. To me, that was like the ultimate love song, when you're only 6 or 5 years old. So maybe something about that song could be important, but there's definitely a lot of love here. So let's go ahead and get more cards. I'm kind of getting a download, but I don't want to say it out loud. We have Healing Earth, the power to give and receive healing. There's definitely a very healing connection here. You both heal each other in one way or another, or you could just learn to heal through this person depending on what is going on here. But I'm really loving the energy of this connection. Oh, back of the deck. Summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. Letting me know that you are both coming into your own power within this connection, believe it or not. You could also have dogs if dogs are of importance here. Take that only if it resonates. But I love what is going on within this connection already. Let's go ahead and get your animal cards. I'm being told to get those first. For my pile 3. We also have repeating 4s. Just in case that was of importance. We have Dolphin Spirit, number 20. This and that are true. So 2 very different things can be true within this connection. And I know that's going to be confusing. I will explain in a moment. For example, you can be not in a relationship and very much in love, or you can be apart but also have a very strong bond. Like grow closer together while you are apart is what I'm hearing. Like there's something contradictory about this connection, because I'm hearing that there's something a little bit that is hard to understand about it, both to yourselves and to the people around you. Let's go ahead and get more cards. We have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. 44 is coming through again, and I'm going to put him over here next to the summoning power card. Because like I said, you are both reclaiming power here. You're coming into power. We also have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. I feel like you both have to accomplish something on your own before you can come together, is what I'm hearing with the Spider Spirit. Spiders are very sacred to me. Even when they annoy me, because right now there's an infestation of spiders in my garage, and I love them, but there's just so many. Little ones, so they're not too bothersome, but I'm still thinking of being able to weave something together. In the Wild Unknown Tarot, the spider is the 8 of Pentacles, which is the fruits of your labor. You both have to come into something, possibly finances, possibly certain goals, before you can come together. It could be this power itself. Maybe you both want some sort of power over your life or over whatever power means to you. It could be a position of power before you can get together, because I feel like it's going to allow you to work in the ways that you want to work within this connection, within this relationship. It's like you both want to have your own things, so you don't really have to rely on each other. Let's go ahead and get your cards from the Gods and Goddesses deck. You can see this as either you or your partner, or you can claim whoever you want, whichever resonates more with one or the other. Let's get one card. We have Andromache, Strength. This is making me think of the Strength card in tarot, which is overcoming a particular obstacle, overcoming a particular loss, or taming a weakness that you may have had. Let's go ahead and get the God card though. Somebody could be going through something right now that is a little difficult, and maybe they want to go through that on their own, so they don't have to burden their partner with it. This is definitely a connection where you are both very independent. Like, yes, you rely on each other every now and then. You come together when you need advice, but I don't think you expect one or the other to do everything for you. It's not that kind of connection, at least in the beginning. We have Hermes, communication. So communication is very important to you. It wouldn't surprise me if this was a long distance connection, because Hermes and Mercury do bless the long distance connections here. But communication is very important. I feel like you two communicate regularly. Like you're always texting each other, you're always messaging each other, you're always in contact. So it's not like you ever feel that you're losing out on each other's lives. This could be very much a connection where you don't need to see each other physically in order to feel like you are in a connection, but you definitely do want the physicality as well. I feel like just the communication really strengthens over time, quite literally, since we have communication and strength. Which could also explain that this and that are true. I feel like you and your partner really open up each other's minds and perspectives on things. Like you talk about certain ideas, maybe even about relationships themselves and how they're supposed to go. I feel like because of this, you've understood what it is you want within this connection, because you've opened up each other's minds of how connections can progress, how relationships can go. It's really very eye-opening, quite honestly. But maybe this is part of the reason you're here. You kind of don't know how this is going to go through, because it seems like you're both very open-minded and independent. But at the same time, I feel like the universe keeps trying to bring you together, and you definitely have a sense of like loving the physicality. With how the sun glimmers on your skin, it makes me think that you've actually enjoyed touching each other, like skin to skin contact. But it could also be, I'm seeing, and this isn't for everybody, maybe just having to watch their photos on social media. Like maybe you're quite literally seeing them get a tan on a beach somewhere, or seeing the sunshine on them, and maybe you're not there, or you wish you could be there. So again, long distance connection for some of you, and then for others of you, it's just going to be a connection where you don't see each other in person frequently, or if you do, it's like not enough time. But I am seeing a very loving connection, and you both really enjoy this. There's definitely, it's odd. It's like if we were to take these cards as like the 3D, this is what you're doing: communicating, strengthening yourselves, having to deal with particular ideas, maybe even gossip in some cases if you run in the same circles or if you know the same people, making your dreams a reality and reclaiming your power. And then up here we have your angels. There's a sacred purpose, there's divine guidance, there's healing. It's kind of like there's multiple levels to this connection. And if you were to just see one level of it, one aspect, one dimension of it, it wouldn't be fair, because on every other dimension, there's something else going on. Very interesting energy. So what else are we? Let's go ahead and get the Star Codes Astro cards. I knew I was missing something. So these are just astrology-based cards. You can take these if you want. We already have Hermes, Mercury coming up here. For my pile 3, we have transits. Yeah, somebody is going through something. Somebody's going through a transit. This is 55 for those of you who need it. 2 repeating numbers coming through already, 44 and 55. So there is a progression here. We just don't know where it's going to go. Let's get another card. We have South Node past 33. Again, with the repeating numbers, it's the synchronicity for me here. I feel like it's the synchronicity that keeps bringing you together. It's like you're not going to be able to escape each other because there's a reason you keep being brought together. I'm being told to get another one. South Node is letting go of the past, though. This is you having to deal with things of the past, whether this is in your own past, like your past connections, past relationships, or even like a past life kind of thing that is coming back to haunt you in this lifetime for some of you. It all depends on how you view this. Let's go ahead and get a third card for my pile 3. We have square, semi-square, and quincunx, tension, 54. So there is a bit of tension here. You could literally have signs that square each other. So this would be like Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Cancer. So on the outside, it seems like it wouldn't work out because you have a square within your sun signs, and maybe you've heard it from everybody in astrology. It's like, oh, you two don't make a great match. I'm here to tell you, pile 3, I've been studying astrology for probably at least half of my life. The basis of astrology, I've seen people with charts who are incompatible, but they get along great anyway. And I've seen charts that are very compatible that don't get along. So don't worry about the astrology of things. If anything, there's so many aspects to astrology and so many nitpicky details within every chart that you couldn't really determine how a connection will play out just because of your charts alone. I always look at the composite chart personally, and then I also look at like what it is that you're lacking within your chart and overall your experiences, because not every chart will be the same. Essentially, I feel like you could have a square, but it works here. You could have a square within your chart and it works somehow. But I'm also seeing that there's like factors going on right now where you are both healing. You're healing something that you are both going through, or maybe one person is going through. You're healing things of your past, which could be the thing you're going through, or it could be something that just keeps popping up. And of course, you're having to overcome the notion that it somehow can't work out in general. That's how I'm being told to take this tension card. So I don't think there's actual tension in this connection. It's just your preconceived ideas, thoughts, and notions, because this is a connection where you both think a lot. Like you're both in your heads quite a bit. You're both thinkers, regardless of your signs, regardless of what's going on. But you also are achievers, is what I'm hearing. You both go for what you want. And there's just enough of a spiritual connection here to make you both believe in something besides yourselves. So let's go ahead and go on to the tarot if this sounds like you and your person, because this got very interesting very quickly. Especially once the squares in astrology started triggering me, because I've literally seen charts that should be compatible, but the people don't get along and they don't like each other. And then I've seen charts where they should be incompatible, but they absolutely love each other. Some of my longest lasting relationships have been with people which I am, quite frankly, incompatible with astrologically. So don't take that to mean that it's not going to work out. Of course, if your charts are compatible, don't take that to mean that it won't work out. That's not what I'm saying. Make it work for you, because astrology, all it does is show you the kind of person you are. But okay, now that I'm done with that rant, let's go ahead and move on to the tarot portion, shall we? So I'm intending you to be person A on the left side and your person to be person B on the right side. You can switch it around if you like. And then we're going to do connecting energies. And after that, we're going to do the progression. So how are you both in this connection? What's going on? And I apologize for the very loud cars in the background. It is one of those days where my neighborhood is being noisy. For my pile 3. Let's get my pile 3's cards. So we have the moon and temperance. learning to balance out your fears. I'm being told to take the moon as like those fears, those intuitive fears. It's kind of like when you get a bad gut feeling, but it's not always bad. Sometimes it's just you feel that something's going to be bad, but your intuition has told you. It's like a trigger, but how do I say this? It's like you've seen certain things before, so you feel that they will play out the same way again. And this could be your gut feeling reacting to something that feels familiar. But instead, it's like a fear that you need to work through, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not saying not to trust your gut feeling. I feel like you need to sift through what is an actual intuitive hint and what is just your fear, that the fight or flight response that you have mistaken for your intuition here, pile 3. And I know that's easier said than done. I know that's something that is probably a lot more to work through. But I'm being told that you have certain fears that you are mistaking for your intuition. And maybe even vice versa. So I feel like there's something you have to look within yourself, because it seems like everything is going right, or it looks like you're both working towards something, but there's a fear here, or even like a hidden emotion that you didn't realize. I feel like you both bring up a lot within this connection, but it's not like flashpoints. I feel like this is something you're both willing to work through, both willing to speak about. The moon here is going to be, is it Pisces? I want to say it's Pisces. I can't remember. I always want to say Cancer, but I know it's Pisces. It could be both. Let me take both. Cancer and Pisces. And then Temperance here is Sagittarius, which is expansiveness. This is learning through experience. So let's go ahead and get more cards for person A for my pile 3. We have Death and Rebirth. So you're definitely going through a transformation right now, both within yourself and within this connection. I feel like your person is going to see you transform into something that you've never been before. And I don't know how long they've known you, but I feel like they're really going to love this person. You're going through quite a bit, pile 3. It's no surprise that you chose the black tourmaline. You probably feel like you need it. Let's get one more card. We have Jupiter. This is the Hierophant. This is karmic lessons. So you're going through it. You're going through it, pile 3. My heart goes out to you. You are going through it. And I'm not sure if it's because of this connection or it just happens to be while you're in this connection. But I really do feel that you are learning certain things. You're ending a karmic cycle for sure. You are learning to trust your intuition more, to sift through that which is a fear and that which is actual divine guidance here. They always say that divine guidance feels like a soft, gentle hint, and fear is something that screams at you. And personally, sometimes intuitive hints can be a little bit loud because they need to be, but I don't feel like it will not feel fearful, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and look at your person. How are they going? What's going on with them? It should be noted, a lot of this feels like you doing it on your own. I don't think a lot of this is because of your person. I do feel this relationship will bring out certain things because of your person, but I don't think they are directly going out of your way to cause this to you, if that makes any sense. They're not trying to make you feel this way. So for my pile 3, person B, pile 3, person B, we have the Holy Dancer. This is the Hanged Man. So they're also going through a shift in perspective. To what extent, I'm not sure. But they're also going through a change. They could actually be a dancer as well. We have the Manifestor, Magician energy. Love it here. They're trying to manifest something, but maybe they're trying to figure... So I'm seeing several things. It's because of their manifestation that they're trying to see things in a different way, or because they've manifested something, they're seeing things differently. They could just be learning how to manifest is another way of seeing this. But they are going through something. Like I said, you both want to come into power, so I'm not surprised that so many major arcana cards are coming out for both of you. We have the Queen of Cups. They're getting in touch with their... I'm hearing either their feminine side, their feelings, or something to do with how they view women, regardless of what their gender is. This is the feminine energy coming through. I feel like, yes, they are seeing you in this Queen of Cups energy, which is always very lovely, but they are also having to deal with their own emotions. I feel like you actually triggered this within them. You definitely triggered this within them. Again, I don't think you did it on purpose. I think this is just because they've gotten to know you. They're starting to wonder about their own emotions, how they feel, and of course, how they feel about you. And maybe they're even trying to manifest you as somebody that could be in their life. Let's go ahead and get another card though for my pile, for my person B. We have the Chariot. They want to move forward with this. They want to move forward, and they hope that you can come along for the ride, is what I'm hearing. They're trying to manifest. They're actually trying to manifest this, believe it or not. Not to feed any delusions. Do trust your own instincts here. Trust your own gut. I feel like they're trying to progress this forward with you, because there's something about you that they just truly, truly love. Let's get the connecting energies. Let's see what the connecting energies are. But overall, insanely transformative energy, insanely transformative couple here, the both of you are, both as individuals and when you come together. Like, it's super spiritual. I'm not surprised. So let's go ahead and get your connecting energies. What is going on between this connection? What is connecting you the both to this connection? We have the King of Swords. Again, very intellectual. You're both in your minds a lot. Sorry, this is the Knight of Swords. You communicate a lot. You're both very intellectual. You stimulate each other. I'm hearing you divinely stimulate each other, but you also intellectually stimulate each other. It's like on every aspect, literally on every level, you stimulate each other. When it comes to your mental state, your mentality, the way you think, when it comes to your spirituality, physically, definitely. I feel like that hasn't been spoken about here, but I don't think it needs to be. I feel like you will just be naturally attracted to each other because of this. Visually, you definitely like each other. Financially, I'm hearing you both have very similar leanings. Let's get the rest of your cards. My goodness. My goodness. Pile 3. Why are you even here? We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're both hooked on each other. This is greediness. This is wanting to hold on to something. You both want to hold on to each other. I'm hearing you have each other bookmarked. And we have, well, there it is. The Lovers. Your person really wants this. Your person really wants this. They really hope you don't slip through their fingers, is what I'm hearing. I feel like you really want them too. But because you're going through your own thing, you're kind of wondering if they will still be there once you're done with your thing. I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing that they would be willing to wait for longer than they would wait for other people. Back of the deck, we have Eight of Wands. I don't know why I said Eight of Swords. Maybe because that wanted to come through. And what's underneath that? Yeah, Knight of Cups. They're not going to move on. I'm hearing that once they're able to pursue you, they're going to pursue you very quickly. They're willing to wait for you when they wouldn't really wait for anybody else. I keep wanting to say Eight of Swords. Why? Because there's something you're both not seeing. I guess there's something you're both not seeing. You're being kept small by your own fears. I feel like the both of you are. Maybe mostly you, Pile 3. Maybe this is why you're here. But they're willing to wait for you when they wouldn't wait for anybody else. And once they're able to pursue you, they're going to pursue you fully and completely. So let's go ahead and get your cards for the progression of this connection. I'm going to start this off a little differently. I want to see what is kind of holding this up, because it seems like you both want each other. It seems like you both want this. I mean, yes, you want to overcome something, and you both are like trying to get into your own sense of power, whatever that may mean to you individually and together, of course. So what is, okay, there it is. What is keeping this connection? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. You both want to do this right. You both want to do this right. So you're going to take the steps to make sure that everything is set in stone. That said, it will take some time because you both want to, I'm hearing some of you might be waiting to finish out a certain, maybe if you're in school, a certain degree or maybe a certain training. For some of you, you might want to get into a position where you're making more money or where you can let go of certain people that you no longer want in your life, whatever that may mean to you. So you're both wanting to do this right. This is slow and steady, but it's going to be long lasting. Let's get the second card. So what's the next progression? The Emperor. Again, power is of importance to both you and your person. You both want to be able to have your own sense of control in this relationship. Not saying that you're going to control each other. It's just that you want control over your life. So maybe somebody here is trying to move out of their parents' house. Maybe somebody here is trying to get an ideal location so that you can both live closer to each other, or maybe trying to, I'm hearing somebody has a contract that they have to finish out, whether that's a soul contract or an actual work contract. I guess it'll depend. We have the Ten of Wands. So it will be, not gonna lie, it's gonna be a little difficult sometimes. I feel like there's gonna be times when you don't see each other or don't even communicate, depending on the situation. So it's gonna feel a little bit like work. But I feel like with the Emperor right next to that card, you're okay with this. It's like you've done worse. You've done a lot more for a lot less in the past, is what I'm hearing. We have the High Priestess. She has come out in every single reading so far, letting me know that everybody here is being very psychically tuned. So even if it's not within this particular reading, I do expect you to get intuitive hints outside of this at some point. Because that's always my intention, is that if my reading isn't what you need or it's not what you're looking for, that you get what you are looking for elsewhere. Because I can't, I can't do this for everybody. I can't read for every individual. But within this connection, you are both going to get intuitive guidance. I'm hearing that divine guidance, that divine intervention is going to come through. And something will just open up for the both of you, or somebody here will come into the power that they've been needing. We also have Justice. So this is always a card of, well, one, balance. I'm also thinking Libra, so that is like partnerships, but then I'm also thinking legal contracts. Again, somebody here could be waiting out a particular contract, waiting for that to finish, and or this could be the both of you signing something together that will bond you to each other. And take that as you want. It could be owning a home. It could be it could be anything. It could also be marriage if that is what you want. Not sure if that's what some of you want here, because I'm not sure, but that could be the thing. There's an interesting dynamic here. We have the Emperor and the High Priestess. Whoever the masculine is here, they're definitely more in their body, more in the 3D. They definitely do more. And then when it comes to the physical world. And then the feminine here is going to be the very intuitive one. Very intuitive. And for most of you, I feel like it's going to be you, pile 3. Like, I feel like you're definitely the High Priestess here. And then back of the deck energy, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, whoever the masculine is here, and I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be person B, your person. They really want to see this through. They really want this connection. They're willing to wait. They're willing to wait. They're willing to work for it, work through it. And they just, yeah, they feel this is worth it. Not a lot of emotions coming through, I should mention that. So again, I'm not sure if you both are just not very emotional or if you keep your emotions to yourself. So I guess it all depends here. But also, oh yeah, we do have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Oh, I love this so much. I love it when the pairs show up here, when the suit pairs show up, because this means that you're both willing to work through this for this. Because it just works for the both of you. But let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice. I do see this working out. It's just going to take longer than you want, and it might have some ups and downs. But it's going to work out if you're willing to have the patience. But once it goes, it goes. Once it starts, it starts. So I guess that's just a warning for some of you, pile 3. Let's go ahead and get closing advice. And we are using... We're going to do channeled messages, but I want to do the lovers cards and the I am so totally into you cards for my pile 3s. And I want to thank you again for letting me read for you and your person, pile 3. It's always a privilege. This is so much fun, and I've been loving this particular reading. It kind of came to me out of nowhere. But for my pile 3, what card do we have for you? We have this one. I kind of have to censor it. But she's laying down here, and she's got these little hearts all over her body, and that's a full moon. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. Like I said, some of you are healing something. This is also that Hanged Man energy. For some of you, you could actually be person B, because that's where the Hanged Man was. But let's go ahead and get another card from this deck for you, pile 3. All right, we have this one. And this kind of reminds me of like telepathic communication. We have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Yeah, once the arrow strikes, it's off. That's what I'm hearing. It's like once you two come together, once you agree to this, once that contract is over, like get ready. Get ready, pile 3, because it might move a little quickly. For example, you might move in right away. You might get married right away. You might have kids sooner than you think. So just get ready. If you want them, of course. This is also like a precaution, like do take the precautions in place. We have, once upon a time, there was a boy who loved a girl, and her laughter was a question he wanted to spend his whole life answering. Nicole Krauss, The History of Love. So yeah, it's kind of like there's always a back and forth with you two. There's always like questions being asked, and there's communication here. I feel like you ask each other a lot of questions about each other. And I really love this. Let's go ahead and get channeled messages though. These can be from your person. These could be from your angels, your higher selves, divine guidance, whatever it is that you need to hear right now. Pile 3. We have spring. So springtime could be important here. Somebody could be born in spring, or maybe you will see each other mostly in spring. We also have I am emotionally abusive narcissist. I'm hearing some of you have to get, you're doing some healing due to an emotionally narcissistic person. I don't think this is your person. This is not your person. I feel like this is going to be mostly somebody in the past, whether it's a past partner or even your parents. There's some narcissism that somebody has to heal from, is what I'm hearing in this connection. And that would explain why, especially if you resonated more with person A, your intuition and your triggers can sometimes be a little bit muddled. Like sometimes you feel something is actually wrong when it's right, and vice versa. I think that is something for you and a mental health professional to sort out if you need it. But I feel like that's the healing you're going through. Let's go ahead and get more cards for you, pile 3. I have mommy daddy issues. Again, that could be something else. I'm hearing somebody's parent could actually be in the way of this. Maybe somebody's parent doesn't want this connection to be. Take that only if it resonates. If not, it could just be something a little bit more subconscious here. Again, somebody here is trying to leave behind people that are not good for them. And in this case, it could be parents. It could be a mom or dad or both. So let's go ahead and get 2 more cards. We are soulmates. Yes, there's definitely a soulmate connection here. You both definitely adore each other. And we have, I'm jealous and possessive. Again, there's just things you both need to work through. And I feel like these are pretty much laid out. We have the emotional manipulation of a previous connection or situation. We have parental issues and jealousy and possessiveness. I think this all depends. And then back of the deck, we have water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'm not surprised, because even though there wasn't a lot of water in the tarot itself, it did feel very water energy to me, but like a repressed water energy, if that makes sense. But this is where I leave you, pile 3. I am sending you so much love, so much healing to both you and your person. And if you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. If you chose the beautiful selenite palm stone, then we have a reading here for you about how this connection will progress, about where you and your person are headed depending on your connection. We're going to see the nature of the connection, what the overall view of this connection is. I'm going to go ahead and let you tell you the past 3 piles have not been very definitive about where it's going. So if you're looking at something very specific, like is this headed towards marriage, a relationship, if you're not already in one, etc., etc., most piles have been a little bit ambiguous when it comes to that particular label. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the same for this one. I'm just letting you know how it's been so far. I am getting a song for you, and I'm not sure why. I am not sure why, because I don't know what the song is about, but it's the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of the night. Or if you are Latino, esos son Reeboks or son Nikes. So let's see. Maybe you're both bilingual. Maybe somebody here is speaking Spanish. Regardless, let's look at your oracles. Let's just get started with your reading. We have the Empress, centered and abundant. There's definitely a lot of love for the feminine energy here, but also I see you being in your Empress energy right now, pile 4, regardless of this connection. You are very much in your Empress energy. We also have, I don't know how to love. I've been hurt too much before. So definitely your person sees you as somebody they could imagine a lifetime with the Empress energy, especially if you're feminine, or if they see you in feminine energy. With I don't know how to love, it could be taken either like they've never really been in love before, or there's a lot of stuff that your person has to get through in order to really make this connection work. It could also be you. I'm feeling very deep mother wounds here for some of you. Take that only if it resonates, of course. I don't think that'll be everybody, but that was coming through rather strongly. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards for my pile 4. From the Priestess deck, we have loss, lack, fear, and victimization. So there's definitely a sense of somebody not feeling that they are worthy here. of all this nurturing, of all this abundance that is coming through. If not abundance, then of the love that is being poured from you. Because I really am seeing you in the Empress energy. This could be you or your person. It could be the both of you within this connection. We also have shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So regardless, you have a purpose to carry on, pile 4, whether it's with your person or not. I'm being told to read most of these cards as you. We also have hostilities, conflict, and unrest. So it wouldn't surprise me if you and your person had some... 2 ways that this could be... Okay, I'm taking this one because it popped out. 2 ways that this could be taken, though. I feel like you both like to argue a lot, or maybe there's just a difficulty in seeing eye to eye. Also, these numbers are resonating. We have 34, 23, 31, if you are any of these ages. Also, 3 is an important number. We have the Empress, which is number 3. We also have 3 in each card. So repeating 3s could be a number for you, pile 4. And if you were called to pile 3, you could go to pile 3. I feel that person might be different though, just saying, because the energy definitely feels very off in this one, or different at least. And then the card that wanted to come through, 52, hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. So there is some hidden knowledge that is going to be brought to light. I'm not sure if that's going to be on your own or if your person is going to come through with this, but I am seeing that there's been some difficulty in making this work, and it's mostly due to the inner nature of either you and or your person. So let's go ahead and get the cards. Not gonna lie, pile 4, I'm feeling a lot of your own energy here and not so much your person. But let's see what cards are coming through with the Animal Oracle. We have Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. There is a call for you to really focus on the things you need to focus on right now, whether that's a project, your career, your finances, your health. You need to create something here and bring it to life, especially with the Empress energy. You're in a very creative energy right now. You feel the need to create something. So focus on your projects, your passion projects above all. Let's get another card. Snake Spirit, time to heal, 55, yeah. I'm not surprised. Both of these are very, they're similar in shape. So I'm wondering if some of you are focusing a little bit too much on, you know, particular shapes that look like this, if you know what I mean. I'm not calling you out and I'm not shaming you for it, of course, but it's like you might be a little bit preoccupied with either this relationship, this person, or relationships in general, pile 4. I feel like you really have to focus on yourself right now, because Spirit is saying once you do, things will just fall into place. But let's go ahead and get your God and Goddess cards. For my pile 4. If I call you pile 3 on accident, it's because of all these 3s. There's just so many. We have Baba Yaga, authenticity. So there's definitely a need to be your authentic self. I'm going to get another card because I don't like Baba Yaga's face here. She's kind of scary. We have Gaia. Yeah, creation. You need to create something. For a lot of you, it's going to be a passion project. For some of you, it could be your career, especially if your career is something you're very passionate about. For others of you, it could be a project that you know will take some time to get off the ground. And if you work for yourself, if you work from home, if you're a business owner, I feel like same thing. Keep pouring into your business, because you know, I don't know where I've heard this. It's like businesses won't just get up and leave you one day. That's what I'm hearing. So there's definitely some healing within your heart that you have to do, pile 4, because I'll be honest, the mentality that you have right now isn't really conductive to grow a proper relationship, whether it's with this person or not. I do want to get a card for your person, so I'm going to use the Gods card, the Gods deck for this. I wasn't intending this to be this way. And of course, if you see part of yourself within this card, you can take that as well. But I just want to get a view of who your person is and if this connection will progress forward. But so far, let's see. We have Eros, love. There's definitely love here, I'll tell you that. And this person definitely adores you. I'm going to get one more. I'm hearing they love you despite your flaws. We have Prometheus, altruism. They're willing to give up something for you as well. Of course, these could be the energies you should be pouring back into yourself as well. But what I'm hearing is that this person is... This person loves you enough and understands you enough to know that you deserve a little bit more than what you have. And I'm not saying that it won't go anywhere with this person. I'm just hearing you really need to pour back into yourself because you've gone through something. The loss and lack makes me feel that maybe there's a fear within you that you haven't resolved, or it could be a lack mentality, a loss mentality as well. I'm thinking of like the Five of Pentacles in the tarot. So yeah, Spirit is really just asking you to focus on yourself. And look, if you've been from reading to reading, especially love readings, where it's asking you to focus on yourself, and maybe you're just a little bit tired about hearing about this. I feel like, I guess if you need to take it from experience, when you invest in yourself, when you focus on yourself and don't worry about anybody else, it makes them want you more. So if this is somebody that you've been wanting to get on board with you for something or some particular endeavor, I feel like focusing on yourself will make them, I'm hearing it'll make them miss you, and it will make them think about the things that you wanted, if that makes any sense. I feel like especially if you devote too much time to this person, it could be that it's, not that it's driving them away, it's just that they feel that they don't have to put in any effort because you're already putting in all the effort, if that makes any sense. But regardless, you have things to do. You've got a higher purpose here. You have a particular vision that you need to see into fruition, and this is something that you're doing by yourself. This is not something you're taking on with anybody else. So I really feel that you need to work on yourself, work on your healing, bring your ideas to life for sure. But the hidden knowledge here is what is making me question something. It could be you tapping into your own hidden knowledge. It could be your intuition coming through, especially about this connection. But let's go ahead and get your star codes, astro oracle cards to see what signs are coming through. Or what planets. We already have Venus with Eros here because that's his mom. So definitely some love. For my pile 4. We have 6th house of sustainability. This is 44. We have some repeating numbers here, 55 and 44. But this is also the house of, it could be health, it could be work, it's routine in general and anything Virgo-centric. So really pay attention to the details, pay attention to your work. Build a routine that doesn't involve this person is what I'm hearing. Build a routine that does not involve your person. Pretend that you are on your own, that you are single, because you really need to focus on yourself right now. That's not to say that you don't want anything to do with this person, and that's not to say that it won't even progress the connection forward. I feel like you just need to really focus on yourself again. Sometimes it's for obvious reasons. Maybe you're going through some sort of health crisis and that is forcing you to focus on yourself. And then sometimes it's more for just a reconnecting with your own soul. Like, I feel like you and your person can love each other as much as you want, but you need to reconnect with your own soul. And I feel like your person would actually agree with this. I feel like this person, your person, would agree for you to focus on you, to be the best version of yourself. We also have 11th house community. So it might be time to reach out to friends. It might be time to reach out to the community. It's funny because I was just telling you to focus on yourself, but in doing so, you're also focusing on other people. It's like focus on literally anything but relationships and your person right now. This may not be what you want to hear. And that's not to say that you don't care about this or that they'll fall away. It's just that your attention is needed elsewhere. I feel like there's a higher calling for you to focus on your community, to focus on the people around you, your friends, your family, your neighborhood, your work friends, if you have like a lively work family. This is focusing on everybody but your person right now. And then back of the deck, Saturn. So some of you could be going through a Saturn return, but it could also be that you just need to restructure yourself. You need a new sense of structure because whatever you've been going through right now, it's kind of, it shifted the way you see things. Also, this creative energy that you have right now is calling you to develop a new sense of structure. Like maybe you need a new sense of routine so that you can fit in this creative project, this passion project, whatever it is that you're doing, so that you can have time for it as well as the energy. And this may mean not having to see your person as much as you used to. So again, you're focusing on you, you're focusing on the things you're creating, and you're focusing on the people around you, especially if the thing you are creating is for the people around you. And we have 24 popping up twice, so maybe some of you could be the age 24, or 24 is an important age. This is also the year 2024 as I am filming this, even though this is meant to be a timeless reading. So you could take that into account if this year has been important. And underneath this, we have Scorpio. Be mysterious. Don't be afraid to be mysterious. It says investigate, but I'm being told to be mysterious like a Scorpio. Let yourself not be known. move around in the shadows of the night, be as cryptic as you want to be. This is going to gain interest from people around you, and of course your person will be wondering what you're up to. I feel like they kind of want a little bit of mystery from you. Not saying again that they find anything wrong with you how you are right now, but it's one of those things, like maybe they see you too often and they love you and adore you, but it's like it'd be nice to miss you a little bit, just to wonder what you're up to. They want to know that you have a life of your own, because I feel like your person may have this as well. But very interesting. Like I said, I'm trying to pick up stuff from your person, and I feel like your own person is telling you to direct your energy back to you, believe it or not. I do get this from time to time. I will tap into like a couple's energy or a love reading, and when I try to tap into the person you're thinking about, all I think of is your own energy, pile 4. So this happens when spirit is directing you back to yourself. It's like, don't worry about this connection. You've got bigger fish to fry. You've got other stuff going on, and this connection will progress how it needs to progress when it's time for it to progress. But let's go ahead and see exactly how it will progress. Pile 4. If this sounds like you, or if this sounds like a common theme that you've been getting in a lot of tarot readings, or from everybody else around you, let's see what I can get for you. If not, you can click off or choose another pile. I don't blame you. I will not take it personally. But let's go ahead and see the tarot portion for how you and your person are within this connection, how you're both feeling, what's going on, what is connecting you together, and then of course the actual progression where this is headed. So I'm intending you to be person A and your person to be person B. But if you want to switch those around, you can pile 4. So let's start on the left side with your cards, person A. For my pile 4, what's going on with my pile 4? We've got the 9 of Wands. You've been hard at work for something. I feel like you're almost to the point of exhaustion with a particular project, but this is like a tireless exhaustion. Like, yes, you're tired, but you're willing to work hard at it because you know it's something that you love and something that will pay off. I'm being shown like a mom staying up with her baby. Like, yes, she's tired, but it's her baby, so of course she's going to stay up and feed it, take care of it, and hold it, you know. So this passion project is very much like your baby. And we did have the Empress with an actual baby like at her breast, so maybe this is you. Again, your passion project or this creative endeavor is like your baby, or your business is like your baby. Some of you could actually just have had a child as well. That's not going to be everybody, but regardless, let's go ahead and see the rest of your cards. We have the 9. Yeah, like I said, it's a passion project. This is a wish fulfillment. So you're tired, but you're willing to work at it because you love this. You're absolutely tired, but you're willing to do it because you love it and you're grateful for it. This is like getting the dream job of your life, the dream career, and yes, it's exhausting, but it's something you've always wanted, so you're grateful for it. We also have the Queen of Swords. This is also kind of opening up. I always associated the Queen of Swords with intuition because I'm hearing it's opening up your third eye, but in ways that you didn't realize. It's also allowing you to gain a sense of clarity, not just of yourself and of what you actually want in life, but of this connection and your partner as well. The more you focus on the thing that you are doing for fun, out of love, out of passion, out of the need to create something that for you and for the world around you, you're going to gain perspective on everything else around you, like the way you see this person, the way you are seeing life, the way you see carrying on a particular lifestyle even. Really, this is a time for you to focus on yourself because you're about to go through a transformation as a result of this. And it's funny that as soon as I got rid of the oracles, like your intuition just popped through and shined so brightly, pile 4, because I'm channeling so much more clearly now. So really, we need to get rid of the clutter. Get rid of all the things that are distracting you and focus on this. We also have the Holy Dancer. Again, a shift in perspective. This is the Hanged Man, so I'm not surprised. I'm not even going to go into detail about that because I just literally explained what it is, a shift in perspective due to all the things that you are doing right now. So with that said, let's see how your person is. Person B. Where is your person within this connection, within this relationship? We have the 6 of Swords. Quite literally, they are away, or they're just off to the side. I'm hearing on the sidelines. They're just off doing their own thing. Checking in on you every so often is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing the 5 of Wands. So they've got their own stuff going on too. This could, if this person plays a lot of sports, maybe they're going to their games a lot. Like, I'm not sure if it's professional. It probably isn't. But like, if this person likes to go out with, for example, their boys to do, I'm hearing footy matches at night, whatever that is. I know that's soccer, football, because I speak Spanish. or any sport. Doesn't necessarily have to be soccer. It could be hockey, basketball, whatever. I feel like they're just hanging out with their boys. Is what I'm hearing. They're hanging out with their friends. So if it's not a guy, they're hanging out with their friends regardless. The girlies, the guys. They're just they're doing their own thing, hanging out with their friends mostly. But I still see them like, let's get the rest of their cards. We have the 9 of Wands. Well, then what was that? Do I have 2 9 of Wands? No. This is the 6 of Wands, victory. Oh, okay. So they're actually winning something here. They're off having their own little victories. And maybe this is why they're going to keep in contact with you, because I feel like you like to celebrate each other. You both like to celebrate each other's victories. After all, we have 6 here twice, and 6 is a number of partnerships. So I feel like, yes, they're keeping in contact with you, and they're letting you know about all the good stuff that goes on. And they also want to hear about all the good stuff that you've got going on, because I do see them celebrating you. Let's get one more card for your person. Again, their energy is not as strong, so like I feel like they're just doing their own thing. Then we have the 2 of Wands. They're making plans. I want to get clarification on the plans. What are they making plans for exactly? The King of Wands. To come through, I feel like they will... I'm seeing them physically come to you every now and then. I'm not sure if this is more of a situationship or a casual fling here, and you're just kind of seeing each other while you're both doing your own thing, which would explain why I'm not getting their energy too much. I don't feel like there's a strong emotional or spiritual bond, at least not yet, between you and your person. So I do feel they're going to keep in contact. I do feel like I'm sorry, this is the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah, this is definitely like they want to be a King of Wands, but they're a Knight of Wands. You give them a confidence boost, and they like to come to you for physical things, if you know what I mean. I feel like this is very much situationship or just casual or friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and get connecting energies. And I can see why you would want to know if this is going to progress further, because it seems like they're there, at least as much as they can be. But at the same time, there's no commitment here. So you're wondering whether to... I'm hearing some of you want to know whether you should carry on with this or not, because you definitely have to focus on yourself right now. And you're kind of, again, coming to a shift in perspective of how you are viewing relationships in general. So maybe, yeah, let's just get the connecting energies first. We have the King of Pentacles. So I do see you two wanting to do this for a long time. Believe it or not, I do see some sense of commitment here, because that's how I take the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is a form of commitment, but it's kind of like a commitment to what the connection is currently. I don't see... Well, let's get the rest of the cards. Is this going to change at all? So we have the 2 of Pentacles. Keeping in balance, yeah. I feel like you're just going to keep it as it is for now. And then Queen of Cups. Here's the thing. They really like you. And I don't think they want to progress this further than what it is. But they want to keep you around. Like, you're trying to keep balance of, like, seeing them and doing your thing. But your person likes you a little bit more than they would like to admit. And I do see there being a commitment here to whatever it is that you have right now. After all, we did get Eros love for your person in the Oracle. So I feel like your person really does have like some emotional bond to you, an emotional connection. I'm not sure if it would be love exactly. I'm not sure if they've said this before or not. And I guess that's up to you and your person to decide what this is, but they definitely have an emotional bond to you. So again, I'm seeing why you're here. You want to see exactly where this connection is going, because it seems like things are picking up for you and you don't know whether to keep them on or off of your Ferris wheel, essentially. So let's go ahead and, well, let me get back at the dark energy first. 4 of Wands. Yeah, you both like to celebrate together. You celebrate each other's wins and victories. You might even party every now and then. For some of you, you might even know like their friends and family, and maybe they know yours or vice versa. Like, I feel like you've at least met friends here. So it would seem that it's a relationship, but then they're going around telling people, well, not exactly. And people are wondering like, really? So that's not going to be for everybody, but that's a situation I'm seeing. Like, I feel like you both say that you're not really each other's boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is here. But then everybody else around you is like, really? Because they kind of don't believe it because of either how long you've been together or, again, the sense of commitment that you have to each other. You might do some couple things that maybe usual friends with benefits or situationships or casual things don't really do. So again, this is up to you how this connection plays out, because this King of Pentacles threw me for a loop, because I would either this has been a thing for a long time, so people pretty much consider you that, or you already do things of couples. So it's like, are you sure you're not a couple? So yeah, now I understand why you're here, pile 4. Because at first it seems like just focus on you, just do you. But now it's like, wait a minute, what is this? So let's go ahead and get the progression. We're gonna start with, I'm gonna do the same thing I did in the last pile for this one, where the first card is gonna be, what exactly is keeping you two together? Like, why are you still here? Why are we here? Pile 4. For my pile 4 and their person, we've got the 10 of Cups. Look, you both emotionally fulfill each other. You both emotionally fulfill each other. There is a baby here, so I'm not sure if you have a baby with this person. This could be a baby mama, baby daddy situation, but you're trying to make things work, which is not everybody I know, but there's definitely emotional fulfillment. You both like each other. You are definitely friends. That's why I say friends with benefits and not exactly situationship, though it may have started that way. I feel like you've developed a friendship over the situationship, believe it or not. Or whichever came first, I don't know, but there's definitely an emotional bond here between the both of you. So let's get the next step in this connection. We have the 7 of Wands. You're going to hold each other accountable, and you're going to be like, okay, so what are we? I feel like one of you is finally going to get annoyed and be like, what exactly are we? Because we need to define it for the sake of something here. I see this mostly coming either from you, pile 4, because we did have the 9 of Wands, and I always associate the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Wands very similarly because they're both holding up wands essentially, but also because you're the one with the Queen of Swords energy. You're going to be the one to open up communication. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards though. The next step after holding each other accountable for your feelings and your actions and whatever's going on in this connection. 9 of Swords. There is going to be an argument and you're both going to be on your heads about this. I do see you both maybe taking some time apart to think about it, but it's going to bring up your anxieties. It could bring up some fears within this connection as well. I'm seeing both of you staying up late thinking about it, or just like, you know, worrying about this in general. Both you and your person, not just you, but also your person. Let's go ahead and get the next step after this. We have Temperance. So you're going to learn to work something out. I'm seeing you set boundaries, but I'm also seeing you working something out. It could be just keeping this how it is until you both want something else. But I'm also seeing you set like an ultimatum and or boundaries here with your person. Let's get the last card. This isn't the last step, but this is just going to be the next progression of this relationship. For my pile 4. I'm being given these 2 cards. We have Queen of Wands and the 3 of Swords. And I don't know if I should take this reversed or not. How? Oh God, that almost went into the fire. I should have. Look, you're gonna freak out about this connection before anything happens. But I see you stepping into your Queen of Wands energy regardless, pile 4. I see you stepping into understanding that you are worth everything. That if you want a love relationship, you deserve this. And if you need to walk away from this because you know your worth here, then you will walk away from this. And you kind of don't care whose heart you break, or even if your own heart breaks. It's like, I deserve more than this. If you can't make up your mind about me, I will make up your mind for you, and that means I need to find elsewhere. So I do see you setting an ultimatum. This did want to come out reversed though, so I feel like I can't say whether it will progress into a connection or not, but I do see you understanding your worth. I do see you giving your person an ultimatum and setting standards. It's like, either we give this a shot as a relationship, or I move on with my beautiful self. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like that's fair because you've been working so hard on yourself and on the things that you need to. This is the shift in perspective that I think you've been needing. It's understanding that you deserve more than what you're being given right now. Even though what you have right now is wonderful, if you want something more, then that's what you deserve. And if your person truly feels for you the way that they seem to feel for you, they will at least honor that and try to give that a shot. So I think this depends. I'm not seeing whether it's going to end in a relationship or not. I just see that the both of you are going to try and talk this out. Back of the deck though, we have the Emperor. So if your person is very masculine, I do see them stepping into into this role of at least trying to be your emperor, because we did have the empress at the beginning, and here we finally have the emperor. And let me tell you, you are going to have to push your person a little bit. You're going to have to like tell them something here underneath that strength. They might have to overcome a fear of commitment or something like that. Six of Swords again, they have a tendency to run away when things get a little too deep, or when things become a little too much like a relationship for them, especially if they're not wanting a relationship or if they're not used to one. Because I see them care for you. I see that they like you. But the thing is, it's like you deserve more. So either they can step up to that, or they can walk away, or you can walk away. I don't think they would want to walk away from you. They don't want you to walk away from them. But it's like you deserve more, so they can give you more, or they can get out. You know, that's what I'm seeing. I do see you setting that ultimatum for your person. That's probably the step before whatever the actual step within this connection is. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not seeing whether it will be a connection or not, because it's all up to you and your person and the freedom of will that you have, the free will that you have, as well as anything else that happens within this connection. Because of course I don't have the whole picture, and I don't know exactly how long you've been together, but I do see the sense of commitment holding you very closely together. Because there is a sense of commitment here. But let's go ahead and move on to also the fact that I felt my card was going to go into my candle. That's the actual fire. This is fake fire. This is actual fire. Somebody here might have a little bit of a start. It's like, or, you know, they might get startled a little bit. It's like, what did I almost do? It's like afraid. It's like somebody here is going to have to go through a little fear of losing something or someone before it can actually become anything. Someone's going to have to get in their feelings, and maybe unexpectedly. I'm not saying to do anything risky or stupid, pile 4. I feel like this will present itself when the time is right. It's just, yeah. Sometimes your person has to experience the fear of losing you to understand what you actually mean to them, if that makes any sense. Well, let's go ahead and get your closing advice. We're going to get some cards from the Lover's Oracle for my pile 4 to better see how this connection will progress, or anything else about this connection that you need to know. We have this one, and this is one of my favorites because the light is shining through her. We have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Oh, this is so beautiful. You could take this to be from your person, or even from your higher self, depending on who you feel it's from, pile 4. And then the next card, we have this one, and they're massaging each other. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Both of you need healing. I can sense that. Even though you're focused on your own things, even though you're focused on your projects, I feel like it wouldn't hurt for you to send a lot of love and a lot of healing to this connection, both of you individually as people, and then to the connection itself, and whatever this connection means for the both of you. I feel like this connection is pretty healing in and of itself, because we had so many cup cards come through. So yeah, I feel like this connection is healing without you intending it to be. And that could be part of the reason you just keep each other around. Let's go ahead and get a card from the I Am So Totally Into You deck to get a quote to describe this connection. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart. E.E. Cummings, I carry your heart with me. I carry it in. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. It's kind of like you wish you could come together, but you feel as close to them as you feel to the stars, is what I'm hearing. And maybe vice versa as well. Like you adore them from afar because you got your own stuff to do. You can study them and know the names, but it's like, you know, you have other things to do because you're not a star, you're a person. So again, there's the distance here. There's distance, mostly emotional. Even though there is good emotional compatibility and a comfort within each other, there's still an emotional distance. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'm feeling that. Let's go ahead and get channeled messages from your person. I am intending these to be from your person though. In every other pile, I was like, this could be you or your person, or, you know, but in this one, it's going to be your person, because I need to see a little bit more of them. And quite frankly, I'm kind of annoyed for you, pile 4. I kind of wish that your person, if they truly felt a certain way for you, that they would come through a little bit more. Even though you do need your space and you do need to focus on you, I can sense that you kind of want a little bit more from this. So for my pile 4, your silence is the loudest sound of all. Whenever you don't speak to them, they notice it. Whenever you don't acknowledge them whenever you don't reach out, or if you haven't messaged in days, they notice it and they don't like it. They've gotten so used to your communication, even the sound of your voice, I feel. I'm not as attracted to you as I used to be. And this isn't for physical reasons, I'm hearing. It's not for physical reasons. It's just that they've been distracted by everything else around them. I feel like they like to go on to new adventures, do other things. And if you're stuck doing whatever passion project you're doing, whatever job you're doing, whatever you're working on, I feel like they're probably not interested in that, but they still want to keep you in their life. So it's not the physical attraction, and it's not even the romantic attraction. It's the attraction of the novelty of you. Like, what are you doing that is fun? Because this person kind of chases excitement. So right now you're not as exciting to them as you used to be, is what I'm being told. Let's get another card for my pile 4. I'm coming back to you. So I keep seeing them come back. That's the thing. I keep seeing them come back. Again, it could be for the physical, but maybe also they're just drawn to you. They're attached to you. There's a bond here. I hate how much we've been fighting, so I would rather not talk. This could be you. This could be your person, but I feel like there is going to be an argument, and you might not speak to each other for a while, for a few days, for a week or so. It all depends. Let's get one last card for you, pile 4. I keep hearing our songs everywhere I go. So I don't know if you and your person have songs and they just hear them everywhere. Maybe some of you have I don't know what it's called, but that clairaudience where you can hear a song and it's like a message from the universe. This happens a lot to me, and it happens a lot to a lot of people. You will hear a song out of nowhere, or you will get a song, a very random song stuck in your head, and then that song will become something to do with like your future, you know. This happens to me quite often, and I it's kind of annoying, especially if you go into like random stores that like play music you don't usually listen to. And then back of the deck we have You Drive Me Crazy, I'm In So Deep. In fact, that is a Britney Spears song. So maybe that song has been stuck in your head, but also your person, they're in pretty deep. The energy I am trying to channel from them, it's like they don't know what keeps them coming back to you, but it's driving them crazy, and they kind of wish that this would work out. Maybe they're also driving you crazy, pile 4, which is why you're here and why you're a little bit more deeper into this casual thing than you wish you would be. But I'm letting you know, give them the ultimatum, set your standards, and they will either meet them or you can carry on with your beautiful, beautiful self. But this is where I leave you, pile 4. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sending you so much love to both you and your person and this connection. I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 5. If you chose the flower agate, then we have a reading here for you about how this connection will progress, how this connection, where it's headed, how it's being perceived by the both of you, as well as what the direction of this, what the nature direction of this connection is. Already, I'm getting a lot of energy that is like, how do I say it? It's being interrupted, or it's being influenced by other things around it, whether it's the people around you, the energy around you, the environment, whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and look at your cards that you chose. We're going to look into the oracles to see what the nature of the connection is, and then we're going to go into the tarot to get a deeper dive into it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles with practicality and generosity. So you could see this as you or your person, depending on where you feel you are, pile 5. And then the Lovers, alignment and harmony. So there's definitely a very nurturing, a very physically nurturing connection here. And I do feel that this connection, if it's not already a solid relationship, it will be headed that way, because you both really seem to want a partnership with each other or something together here. Let's look at the other card you chose. I am or was unfaithful to you. And I'm being told to take this several ways. One, it could actually be like somebody here decided to stray. Another way I'm taking this is that somebody here didn't believe in you, if that makes any sense. Somebody here didn't have enough faith in you, that hence unfaithful. Not unfaithful as in cheating, but like somebody didn't really believe in you, or somebody lost faith in the connection. So you can take it how it resonates. For the majority of you though, it's going to be somebody here didn't have faith in this connection or in you as a person, whatever it was that you were trying to achieve or create here. For the majority, for the majority of you, it is going to be that. I don't think it's going to be so much third party, just because I already get a big, strong sense of belonging to each other. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards to see what the nature of this connection is for my pile 5. We have hidden knowledge, Akashic records, and silent understanding. So there is something hidden that wants to be brought up here. For some of you, I guess if there is a third party, this could be it. But like I said, for a lot of you, it's not going to be that. For some of you, it's going to be that your person didn't really have faith in you or in this connection. We also have clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. I feel like the trust and the silent understanding are something that have been built over time within this connection. Because I do feel that this connection has lasted a while, at the very least emotionally. I feel like you both started off as friends and it developed from there. Let's go ahead and get another card for you, pile 5. We have idyllic times, the garden, paradise. It's almost like it's been a series of events that led up to the both of you finding love within each other, finding a sanctuary within each other, especially with paradise here and the garden. So I feel like it took some time for you and your person to really build a trust within each other. And that's why I feel like it began as friends, or maybe even as something a little bit more casual. But most of you, it's going to be friends, because the Queen makes me think of emotion, and Pentacles is an emotion that is very stable or long lasting. Of course, you could both have moons in earth signs, but mostly it's like the emotional connection was there before even friendship. Maybe you both just got along as whatever it was that you used to be before you became friends, and that eventually led to a relationship. So let's go ahead and get, and like I said, if you're not already in a relationship, I feel like this could be something casual, but it does seem like it's headed that way because you both feel very committed regardless. This could be one of those connections where even if somebody here was unfaithful, like there was a third party involved, I feel like there would still be a lot of forgiveness. Take that only if it resonates. Or this could also be, well, I don't want to say it wasn't like an open relationship, because if it's an open relationship, there's no unfaithfulness. It's just an agreed upon thing that you both do. So like I said, I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness here. But let's go ahead and get the cards for you. We have from the Spirit Animals deck, Electric Eel, bring your ideas to life, number 24. A lot of these cards are cards that have popped up in previous piles. So if you're here from a previous pile, just take some of these cards to be an affirmation, confirmation that you're meant to be here. We also have Wombat Spirit, be at home. Like I said, there's something here about you both being very comfortable with each other. You already feel like you're meant to be together, or there's you could also live together. I wonder if this could be an instance where you end up falling for your roommate, or you end up being in a relationship with your roommate, but they began as a roommate. That would make a lot of sense. Like you're together for practical reasons, but then something else develops. I'm letting this car pass by. There is no need for it to be that loud. I don't know what it is, but there's no need for it to be that loud. And we also have Cat Spirit, claim your independence. So there is a sense of independence within this connection, and maybe this is part of the reason that there's a lot of forgiveness, or that there's like room for one or the both of you to be unfaithful here, and hence why it's also forgiven, because if you spend enough time apart, this is something that could happen. I'm aware this isn't going to be the case for a lot of you, so if that does not resonate, by all means ignore it, or there's also a chance you could choose another pile. It all depends on what the relationship with this connection is. I will say there's a lot of patience within this connection. There's a lot of patience. The Queen of Pentacles would be a very patient person. So a lot of patience within this connection, because the amount of loud cars I'm having to hear today that I just keep passing by when it's literally raining, or about to rain. It's kind of weird. But anyway, pile 5. Let's get your Gods and Goddess cards. We have Osiris Renewal. This is odd because it's from the Gods deck, but Isis does show up here. At least I'm pretty sure that's Isis. Yeah, Isis and Osiris. And she basically saves them from death, or brings them back from the dead. So this could be a connection where one or the both of you have decided to help the other out, maybe a little bit more involved than you would like. And there's definitely a sense of renewal where one or the both of you have renewed yourselves through this connection, or one of you definitely went through a big transformation. I'm hearing at the beginning or close to the beginning of this connection. Like somebody had to change at the beginning. And maybe that's where the unfaithfulness comes from. Maybe before, when you first began, somebody here was unfaithful, like at the very early stages of the connection. And maybe things hadn't been solidified yet, and hence that's why that was a big point of contention between the both of you. So moving forward, you decided to be very faithful to each other, or to really invest in each other to make sure that you were each other's person. Because I do see, like I said, there's outside energies influencing this connection. And I feel like it's mostly at the beginning. It could still be the case, pile 5. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. Let's go ahead and get the next card. We have Athena's strategy. So the feminine here is a very intelligent person, but I'm also getting someone who's a little bit detached. Like the way she nurtures would be somebody, he or she nurtures is through a lot of wisdom, if that makes any sense. Like I feel like if there are emotions involved in this relationship, they're not going to be like overly deep or spiritual, though of course that could be the case. It's more that you both are very practical and you're both very logical as well. So there's a bit of a understanding between the both of you as friends, but there's also something deeper here. Like you both help each other evolve. And there's definitely a sense of belonging together. Especially with clairvoyance, hidden knowledge, and renewal. There's something like it wants to be deeper, but I'm not sure if the both of you are that spiritual. I feel like one of you at least, like whoever's watching this, is definitely very spiritual, but the other person, maybe the renewal is their ascension into something deeper here, maybe taking a chance on an emotional connection. It all depends, but very interesting energy. Let's go ahead and get your star codes, astro cards for my pile 5. So far, this has been the most interesting out of all of them. And I can see why you're here. Like it feels like you're committed, but you don't know where this is headed, and you don't know exactly where you lie with each other. The strongest feeling I get is belonging to each other, if that makes any sense. It could just be codependency, or it could be something practical. Again, like I said, you could be roommates or just friends that it's convenient for the both of you to be together. So we have Capricorn, achieve. I feel like you may work together, but also you both achieve a lot together. Like it makes sense for you to be together again for practical purposes. So this could be a relationship that looks good on paper or looks good to everybody else. But when it comes to your actual, like the way you feel about each other, it's a little bit more foggy. Let's get another card. We got Vesta, the Hearth, and Aquarius collaborate. I'm not surprised Aquarius popped up, because Aquarius would be the one who has a relationship that, yes, you're committed, but feelings may or may not be the most important thing here. With Vesta, again, I'm thinking of the home. I'm thinking of the hearth. I'm also thinking of like a flame that you both hold for each other, mostly because there's such a sense of companionship and like you're just together. Like, I don't know how else to put it. This could be, for some of you, this could be a marriage that's been around for a very long time. So even if there was like any outside influence, you would you would be okay with it, or you would forgive it, or you would just be like, okay, whatever. I'm not saying that there's a sense here that anybody wants to like here's the thing, there's emotional detachment, but I'm not sure if it's because you have actively chosen to emotionally detach, or because there just never was an emotional bonding there to begin with. Like, yes, there is, but at least in the beginning there was. But now it's like either you've learned to tame that, or there isn't. And maybe you yourself have a hard time understanding where you sit with that pile 5. Like, you don't know if you care about this enough. Like, is it because I don't care at all, or is it because I care enough and forgive because I know this is going to last for a long time? So I am getting that energy. I guess it depends on where you are, and we will look into the tarot a little bit more. It's just, it's interesting looking at relationships that I myself don't understand, or would, like, you know, when I'm channeling this energy, it feels very practical, but it feels also committed. That's the most I'm going to say. Especially with the Lovers. So it wouldn't surprise me if either this is very casual, or you're already been married for a while, or you've been together for a while. So it depends here. But let's go ahead, and if this sounds like you and your person, if this sounds like the connection you're currently in or trying to question, let's go ahead and move to the tarot. If not, we do have 4 or 5 other piles. I'm not sure how many piles I'm going to make yet. I was thinking 5, but then I was called to do 6. So Plenty of options for you here. And then the tarot portion. I know you're hearing that pile 5. I know you're hearing all these loud vehicles. And for some reason, they sound louder today than most days. And it makes no sense because it's like overcast and rainy. What are they doing out there? But anyway, so we're going to do this A and B style. Your side is going to be the left, person A, and your person is going to be person B on the right. Then we're going to get connecting energies. This is going to be how you are both within this connection, how you feel about each other as well. And anything else that is popping up here. So for my person A, pile 5, we have the sacred union again. This is the lovers. So it's like, yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, this is already a committed connection. There's already a connection in place. We also have the Queen of Swords, and this is definitely your energy. You're definitely the logical one. This would be Athena out of all the goddesses, so maybe you're very guided by Athena, and if so, this is just confirmation that you're meant to be here at this reading. I hope this reading is pretty clear, because like I said, I don't understand a lot of the oracles myself, but this is what I'm channeling. Okay, person A, we've got death and rebirth. So you yourself could have gone through a transformation here, or I'm hearing you've just changed so much that you're no longer the same person you were at the beginning of this relationship. We also have completion, the world. So you've definitely gone through a bit. You've gone through a bit within this connection, and you've gone through a bit outside of this connection as well. It's possibly that through this connection, you've become somebody completely different. I see somebody who's definitely gotten smarter and more clear about what they want. You've become somebody who understands exactly what it is that you want now, especially if you didn't before. You're much more clear on the outlook of life as well. This is kind of like you enter a relationship, you smarten up, you go through a change, and now your world is different. It's quite possible that this person that you are inquiring about has changed your world for the better. Maybe they gave you a leg up in a certain area, and now it's like because you met this person and because of the things that they've helped you achieve, you no longer live the life you used to live before you met them, essentially. So I can see why this connection is very committed. Like, I feel like you both feel that you owe each other a lot. Then let's go to your person. Person B, what's going on with them? We have the shadow. This is the devil card. So they definitely have some, I'm hearing trust issues. I think their biggest thing is trust issues, at least right now, that you're being brought attention to. We also have the 5 of Wands. So they could be prone to debating a lot, debating, maybe argumentative, or they bring up a lot of issues. I'm not sure if this person could possibly be like a lawyer, because every time there's an issue, I feel like they bring it up. And or they just enjoy being very active. Like, this is another way of seeing this being very active. Let's get 2 more cards for them. We have divine intervention, the Tower. So something's gone on with your person. I think something out of nowhere that's made you really question where this is going. And the Chariot, moving forward. I feel like their bad habits have caught up with them. And they're either trying to get out of this, or they're trying to make it work somehow. Their bad habits have caught up with them. Let's get another card. I just need clarification on, okay, we got 2 cards. We have the 9 of Swords, anxieties, and the Sage. This is the Hermit. So they've definitely gone, like, they're retreating inward because they're going through something that they don't want to share. And as a result, I feel like you kind of, like, they're going through something. They're definitely in a much more, I'm hearing they're very worried, and not anxious isn't the word. They're just worried. Like, they feel that they've messed up. They've messed up somehow, and they've retreated inward. Like I said, they have a certain habit that caught up with them. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it involved you, but this whole situation does affect your relationship. And that's why I feel like you're being asked to focus on the good things of this connection. And when it comes to them, focus on what is going on with them right now, which is, it's not great. But they are making it a point to retreat inward so that they can focus on themselves. Let's look at the connecting energies. What is keeping you two together? We have the Knight of Cups. Well, there's definitely passion here. And I feel like there's definitely love. We also have the Knight of Swords. So you're definitely the more communicative one. And I feel like you both communicate a lot. I feel like you're aware of what they are going through, even if they are retreating inwards. What else do we have? The Three of Swords. So whatever your person's going through, it's affected this connection a lot more than you thought it would. Back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This could have something to do with money. This could have something to do with the stability of your connection as well. But they are going through something that they've done a lot has caught up with them. Because we have the Devil and the Tower. And let's face it, there's nothing more. I'm seeing Chernobog from Fantasia just coming up, and I am seeing that this will pass, especially with the Chariot and the Five of Wands. That's very quick energy, but I feel like your person will internalize it for a while. When you have the Nine of Swords and the Nine from the Hermit, this is he or she, they are going to carry this within their psyche for a while. This could be something where they have to seek a professional for help, whether that's either legal advice if that's what they need, or mental health professional. But I do see this affecting the way your relationship will play out. I feel like you're fine. I feel like you're very protected from whatever this is. Because we have two knights here. And then on their part, I feel like they failed you somehow. They failed you or this connection, or they feel that they're not worthy or deserving of you, your love and forgiveness here. Because they've definitely messed up, whatever the situation is. Maybe it is that third party. For some of you, it's going to be finances somehow. And for others, it could be... It's Fanny's the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. This is definitely a blow to their confidence regardless. Maybe it's something where they've kind of shamed the family name is what I'm hearing, like dishonor. I keep hearing dishonor on your cow. Not to make light of the situation, pile 5, but they feel dishonored. Especially if we were to take the signs that came out in the oracles, like one of you is a Capricorn and one of you is an Aquarius, both of those signs care a lot about the public opinion or about their community and the people around them. So I feel like, especially if this connection itself is very public, or if everybody knows about you and they've heard about what's going on with your person, they feel that they've made you look bad and they don't care for that. So regardless, there's a lot of shame and internalized worry with your person. If they do seek a lot of distance, it's because, again, they just feel ashamed. They feel that they don't deserve your forgiveness, even though they know you're very forgiving. I feel like that's just part of the problem. They don't know how to take this forgiveness. I don't think they're used to, one, either being in the wrong, or they thought their bad habits wouldn't catch up with them. They thought they could get away with it, whatever it was. And two, they kind of don't want you to forgive them. I feel like they want to fight. They want to argue. They want you to be mad at them. They feel that if you were mad at them, it'd be easier for them to handle this than if you just gave them all this love and forgiveness and patience they're definitely not used to this. They are not used to this, and this person just doesn't understand. This is definitely a case of somebody wanting to receive only how they, the vibration at which they are, and right now it's not great. So all the love you're pouring into them, they can't, one, they don't understand it, and they can't take it because they don't see it. But you are very logical. Like, not only are you forgiving and loving, but you understand why they did what they did, and that's part of the reason you're able to forgive them. I feel like you empathize a lot with the situation, and you feel that if you were in their position, you'd probably do the same. Because I'm getting just such a big feeling of understanding. Again, this is why there's such a big sense of commitment here. So I can see why you wonder where this connection is headed, because your person messed up and there's just a lot of love here. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is part of that rebirth within yourself. It's a rebirth of the heart, because I feel like in the past you wouldn't have forgiven this, but because you're such a different person now, and because you yourself understand your own shadow side, you're like, no, I get it and I forgive you. And if you want this connection open, well, let's see the progression of this connection. I don't want to put words in your mouth, pile 5, but I'm just getting such a sense of the both of you belonging together, for better or worse. So for my pile 5, so we're going to start with each next step within this connection. So the next step of this connection, we have the 3 of Cups. I feel like you're going to carry on as friends. There is a possibility that your friends may know about this. I feel like you're both going to carry on having fun. There might be something to celebrate, because I am seeing something that is coming up that you're going to have to celebrate regardless. Like a birthday or a community event or something. But I feel like the both of you are going to try to make light of this. Let's go ahead and go on to the next step. We have the King of Pentacles. This person is definitely going to come back from whatever it is that they did, especially if they lost money somehow, or if they made like financial decisions that were not the best. They're going to come back into the King of Pentacles energy. After all, if we were to see you as the Queen of Pentacles from the Oracle, then they would be the King of Pentacles. They're going to try and bounce back. It could also be that you're trying to help them out in this case, but no, I'm hearing no. They don't want help. They don't want help from you. They know they messed up. They want to come back. They're also going to try and bring the stability that they basically knocked out of this connection somehow. Let's go ahead and get the next card. We have the Ten of Swords. You wanted to come out reversed. And I'm being told to read this one here. Like, this part is when I like these words. It says, moving on even stronger, lesson learned. Lesson learned. It's like when you take out a sharp object from your body, like it hurts more taking it out than when it goes in, is what I'm hearing. So this person having to retrace their steps and do better and pick the pieces up again, it's going to hurt more because it's going to be a painful reminder of how they did you wrong, but they're going to do it anyway, is what I'm hearing. Because they want to be responsible again. They want to be able to provide for you. They want to be able to be your rock the way you've always been there for them. It's definitely it's a case where your forgiveness, your love has definitely revived them. This is why that Osiris card came out. They're picking up the pieces. We have the Queen of Cups. Should I take this reversed? Or, yeah, take it reversed. There will be a bit of a victim mentality. The way I'm being seen, the way this is being seen is they're going to be very emotional. They're going to be in a bit of a depression. They're going to be very gentle with your person. They messed up and they know it and they want to make it right. They messed up, they know it, and they want to make it right. It's just like they're going to be fragile, emotionally fragile for some time. This is that Hermit card coming into play. They may not reveal too much of their feelings either, so give them time. But I feel like this could also be you, pile 5. I feel like you're going to be emotionally withdrawn. That's why I was getting that feeling that you don't know if you don't care anymore or if you're just so forgiving that you're willing to see this through. Both of you are emotionally numb is what I'm feeling. Even though at one point you both were emotional sanctuaries to each other. Now it's like you're both numb, but it's like, well, let's see the next card. What's going on here? We have the Three of Pentacles, which is, I'm seeing you take apart time from each other, especially if you usually work together or collaborate. I'm going to take another card. I just want to see how this plays out because my heart really goes out to you, pile 5. I can tell you're both going through something. I feel like your person is harder on themselves than you are, though. You have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is the picking up of a disappointment. I feel like you will both carry on, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time before you both can really move on from this episode. And then, what is this 4 of Cups? But I do see you both getting over it. I do see you both, I'm hearing a bridge over troubled water. This is going to be, yeah, you're going to build that bridge over this troubled water. Is that how that goes? But lots of love for you and your person, pile 5. Lots of love, definitely. Because I feel like your heart's in the right place and your person, they won't be able to forgive themselves as easily as you have forgiven them. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to some closing advice for you, because I want to see what else you need to know about this connection, where it's headed, some quotes. I do see there being some period, like a long period of time before things go back to normal, but I do see them going back to normal for most of you. And for some of you, your person may decide to move on because they know they messed up. Not move on, but like, well, I guess they could move on with shame. But I feel like you will leave the door open if they do. So let's go ahead and get your Lover's Oracle cards for my pile 5. What does my pile 5 need to know about this connection? Where is this connection headed? We have this one, and they're both hugging each other. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And I feel like a lot of that was coming through in the oracles. Like, you've accepted what this is, you've accepted what happened, and only then can you move on. And you don't want to, I'm hearing you don't want to fight, you don't want to argue, you just understand what happened and you want to make it right. Or this could also be your person. This could be the both of you, but your person will carry this heavily in their heart, is what I'm hearing. Let's get another one. We have this one. This is one of my favorites. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. The missing pieces, and I'm thinking again of Isis and Osiris. I would look into that myth because I'm forgetting what happened exactly. But she's the one who had to build up Osiris. And I guess you could see yourself as Isis here and your person as Osiris. Like, you may have to help them piece together pieces of their mind, soul, heart, whatever the case is here. Not saying that you're doing all the emotional healing or that you're carrying emotional baggage here for them, pile 5. It's more like you have to remind them every day how much you're proud of them and how much you appreciate all the effort they're putting into this. It's small words of encouragement here and there, or even maybe physical acts if that's what that is. In some cases, if this is a health situation, you could just be helping them out with small things here and there. But I don't feel like it's that for, well, it might be for some of you. I didn't think to interpret it that way. So just take that as confirmation. Let's also get the I am so totally into you cards. For my pile 5, we have, I think it is high time to tell you that I think of you constantly, Marlene Dietra. So I feel like you're going to be on each other's minds a lot because of the situation, which is letting me know to take a break every now and then when you feel the need to from this particular situation, because it's very heavy. And what happened is kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot, honestly. But let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. This could be from your person, from yourself, or just from spirit to see what it is that you need to know about this connection, or again, where this connection is headed. We have, I think about us growing old together. Again, that sense of permanency and commitment to each other is here. I feel like it's not going to go anywhere, but if it does go somewhere, it could be your person just retreating into themselves. We also have, I never thought I would ever feel a love as strong as this. They're not used to being loved this much. They're not used to being loved as strongly from somebody other than maybe their parents or something here, pile 5. I feel like you're cheating on me with someone else. So again, if the infidelity was something strong here, that could just be confirmation of that. If not, I don't want to put any ideas into your head that it was. Let's go ahead and get 2 more cards. I don't want to move on from you, but I don't want to change my ways either. And I feel like this is a mentality maybe your person used to have. I'm seeing them changing their ways though. I am seeing them, like, they don't want to, but they will. Let's get 1 more card. Every day is just another day without you. Yeah, they can't imagine themselves without you is what I'm hearing. They can't imagine having to deal with life without you. We also have I love your touch, your laugh, your scent. So there's definitely a feeling that you just both really enjoy each other. But I am sending so much love, so much healing, and so much growth for both you and your person, pile 5. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, even though it was a little bit hard to get through. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 6. If you chose the blue apatite, then we have a reading here for you about how this connection will progress. Where is this connection headed? We're going to look at the oracles and the cards you chose to see how this connection is playing along right now, what's going on between you and your person, as well as how your person views this connection, the nature of this connection. Let's go ahead and start with the cards you chose. We're going to look at the oracles again to see what all this is about, and then we're going to dive into the tarot to see how you and your person each individually view this connection and then how it will progress. So let's start with these cards. We have the Empress, centered, abundant. There was another pile that had the Empress come out as well. And then we have, I feel like you're cheating on me with someone else. And This card came out in another pile. I don't remember. But there's definitely a feeling that, you know what song I had stuck in my head, and maybe this is actually appropriate. Oh, what's her name? The song is called Muñequita, and it's by, oh my God, what's her name? Kali Uchis. So very sassy feminine energy coming through here. Very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and just tap into the oracles because I don't want to misinterpret the energy I am thinking of. But if you know that you are very much in your single era, like your hot, sexy, and single era, pile 6, I think this is your pile. And if not, we do have 5 other piles for this reading. So let's start with the animal cards. We have Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. I'm hearing you don't want to miss out on a good time. We also have Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. You're definitely in a very regal era, like, because this little vulture has a crown for some reason, and then the lion makes me think of something regal. So something about feeling like a queen for sure, because we do have the Empress as well. There is, and then back of the deck, what do we have? Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. You're going through a transformation, and I feel like this is bringing out your more sexy, wild, single side. Like, you kind of don't care. You're going through something. This is the way you deal with certain situations, especially if you just came out of a relationship that maybe didn't end well or was very long. I feel like you're going through a period in time where you're kind of okay being a little bit all over the place right now. And I'm not shaming you here. You are allowed to have as much fun as you want, pile 6. It's just, I feel like somebody is trying to tie you down, or maybe people around you are trying to tell you to calm down, but you just don't understand why. It's like you want to have fun. This definitely might be a hoe phase, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. Like I said, we don't shame here. A fun time is a fun time, and you're very much entitled to it, pile 6. Like, I feel like somebody out here thinks that you're cheating on them, but the truth is you're not cheating on anybody because you're not with anybody. Maybe you were dishonest about being with somebody, or if not dishonest, you weren't telling them that you were also seeing somebody else, and they're taking it as you being unfaithful. But the thing is, like, you're not with anybody. I'm getting that very strongly. You're very much in your single phase, a bit of a man-eater phase as well. Let's get the rest of your cards, pile 6. We have Healing Earth, the power to give and receive healing. So I'm seeing that this is the way you heal. I'm seeing the way you heal is through having fun, through doing your own thing, through exploring versions of yourself that you didn't recognize. And I feel like this is one of them. Or even if it isn't a new phase of yourself, a new side of yourself, it's just like you prefer it to do it this way. Let's go ahead and get another card from this deck. Loss, lack, fear, victimization. Yeah, you're going through something, and the way you deal with it is through partying, having fun, going on multiple dates, maybe seeing multiple people at the same time. Again, no shame in there. You can do whatever you want, and I feel like you're entitled to have the fun you want as long as you're being honest with those around you. And maybe that's the only thing here, is maybe you weren't as open or honest or transparent with somebody here, but I feel like they're trying to make you feel bad about it, and you don't feel bad about it. So let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. For my pile 6, we have the Gods and Goddesses deck. And you can see this as masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. It could also be your person, though I'm not sure if you actually have a person in mind. I'm not getting their energy that strongly. Let's go ahead and get a card for them, or you. We have Green Man, Abundance, and this makes me think of, I forget what his name was. Is it Pan? Which is similar to Dionysus. It's a god of not just abundance, but also like of pleasure, of partying, of a good time, of wine, you know, just think of all the hedonistic things. And I think you're going through this as well. You're having a fun time. You could literally be going through a period of abundance as well. Maybe you're making a lot more money, so you're capable of looking better because you can afford it, and going out a little bit more. You're not relying on anybody else for their money. You're relying on yourself. And then the next card we have from the Goddess deck. I'm being told to get 2 from this deck. We have Freya, Irresistibility. You are looking so good. You are looking absolutely fine. Pile 6, or hot, or bad, whatever adjective you want to use to describe just absolutely how sexy you have been lately, or how you've been looking. And again, it's no wonder you want to have fun. It's like, I feel like a lot of you don't get to go through this era of your life that often, if that makes any sense. Like maybe you're a late bloomer, and so now you're in your, for example, late 20s, and you have this particular freedom that you didn't have when you were younger, and you're taking advantage of it. Or maybe some of you just got out of a marriage or a long-term relationship, and you're wanting to have fun, and you're entitled to that. You're more than allowed to have all the fun you want. Again, just be responsible about it and be transparent with the people around you as well. Let's get another card. Aphrodite, self-love. This is the way you learn to love yourself, is by, again, indulging in your beauty, in your own beauty, knowing that you look good and just having fun with it. It's like, yeah, you're attracting a lot of attention. You're attracting a lot of romantic attention, and you like it. You're more than allowed to entertain more people. So there's somebody here trying to guilt you about it. I'm not sure if it's the person you're thinking of. It could also be like maybe certain friends or your family in some cases. But again, you don't care. You want to have fun. Back of the deck, because it's very interesting. We have Hera, commitment. Again, letting me know that maybe you left behind a certain commitment, or commitment isn't at the top of your list right now, or maybe it is, and again, it's on the back burner. And underneath that, Shilana gig, gateways, yeah. So not surprised. That commitment is not at the top of your mind right now, but it's definitely something that people want to bring to your attention. Maybe somebody here wants you to settle down, but you're not ready to and you don't want to. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. Pile 6. This is going to be from the Star Codes Astro. I'm not getting anything from your person. I'm not sure if you have a person in mind. This could just be you being here for funsies. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. We have 11th house, community. You're definitely focusing more on friendships. You're focusing more on the fun you're having, because 11th house can be community. But I'm seeing you just having fun, like enjoying time with friends, or having friends with benefits, or like friends that you're very close to. You don't really care about settling down right now, even though you do want it eventually, because the card did come out. You're not really caring about this right now. Let's go ahead and get another card. We have Pisces, sensitize. So Pisces energy can be very dreamy, very ethereal. It can also be it can go back and forth between party energy and like a more poetic, dreamy quality, but still party, if that makes any sense. This makes me think of going with the flow, and the flow right now isn't necessarily wanting to be in a committed relationship. But back of the deck, Venus, beloved. And you know, these back of the deck cards have been very interesting, because we have commitment, Venus, which is relationships, and a rebirth is assured. So maybe some of you are on the brink of coming into a relationship that you didn't realize is actually going to want you to settle down. Or maybe this person you're thinking about is making you want to settle down for some reason, even though you're not sure if you want to leave behind this particular lifestyle just yet. For some of you that I feel like you're cheating on me with someone else, could be your person, but I'm not sure. Somebody here feels that somebody is not ready to be committed, or not ready to be in a connection. I see it as mostly you, because a lot of this energy feels like you, pile 6. Again, if you're not resonating with this, we do have other piles. But if you just want to have fun, you're more than entitled to have fun. And then 4th house, home. It's like, yes, you want to eventually have a connection. You do want to eventually have a committed relationship where you want to settle down and take root and whatever. But right now, you're not in that mood at all. Doesn't matter what your age is, doesn't matter what it is, because I do hear somebody here saying that you need to grow up, but I don't feel like you want to, or you don't need to. And in some cases, if you already are an adult, like, who are they to tell you what kind of lifestyle you should have? You are having fun, and you're more than entitled to have fun. You know, like some people have given a lot to relationships, and when they get out, they're like, why did I waste all those years on somebody for when I could have just had all this fun? And I feel like you're trying to make up for all the years you lost to somebody else, or all the years that you didn't take advantage of how young and youthful you were. Because for a lot of you, I feel like you're actually a little bit older than your 20s. Like some of you might be in your 30s or 40s, and you're just like, I still look good, let me go out and have fun. Which is a little bit why I'm also getting a little bit of a divorced energy here. But regardless, you are in your time to have fun. I keep saying that word because it's all it is. It's fun. But you will eventually want to settle down, and will eventually, you know, shape up to be what you need to be. But right now, you're focusing on you. And if this is the way you have to heal, because it really is a form of healing. For some people, partying and having a great time is a form of healing. Dating multiple people at the same time can be a form of healing. Again, as long as you're transparent about what it is that you're doing. But in the back of your head, at the end of the day, you do think about commitment, but it's not going to be at the forefront. You're not going to worry about that until the right person comes along, until somebody shows up for you, and until you want to show up for them as well, because you're not going to put your all into something that's not going to pan out, is what I'm hearing. So if this sounds like you, and this is definitely going to be one of those piles where we're going to be focusing more on you than your person, because I do not get anything from your person. The only thing I am getting from your person is that, one, they think that you're, you know, cheating on them, but again, there's no cheating because you are not committed. Two, that they may be the one who wants to settle down with you, and you're not sure if you're ready for that. So let's go ahead and move on to the tarot if this sounds like you. I do love this energy, because I love when somebody feels liberated through their dating life, or liberated within their dating life, because yeah, sometimes people just waste years on somebody who doesn't really show up for them when they thought they would, you know? So it's like, why bother? And I completely understand that energy, pile 6. We're going to look into the tarot portion. And because I wasn't really picking up a certain person for you, you may not even be thinking of this person that much. Or maybe their energy is just not something that is at the top of your head right now, at the forefront of your mind. We're going to do the tarot portion, person A and B style. So you can take person A to be you on the left side. And then person B can either be your love life in general, or it could be the person on your mind, if you did have a particular person on your mind. And then the middle will be connecting energies. So for my pile 6, where is this connection headed? I guess for some of you, it could be, where is your dating life headed? We have the 5 of Swords. You're trying to make the best out of a no-win situation. Either you get in a relationship and you waste years on it, or you decide to wait a little bit longer to get in a relationship and just have fun with multiple people. And then I'm hearing suffer the repercussions of whatever that is. Like, some people are not going to like this, and you may have to not be able to, like, people are going to have to be okay with you being, you know, seeing other people. I feel like you feel that you're going to lose certain people that way, but the thing is, they should be able to understand what you're going through right now. Let's get more cards. But you're trying to make the best out of a no-win situation. And some of you may not like being single, but again, you're making the best out of it. We have the 4 of Wands. Again, you're having fun. You're having fun. Maybe you might be going to certain weddings, and that's making you reflect on your life. We also have the 4 of Swords. Again, you're just kind of, this is the way you heal. You're taking a break from actually trying to be committed and having fun. It's the way you heal. And then we have the King of Pentacles. You're just waiting for somebody to show up that can be a stable presence in your life. This is the King of Pentacles. You're looking for your King of Pentacles, because you definitely are able to be a Queen of Pentacles here, pile 6. It's like you're more than capable of providing for yourself. You're more than capable of doing everything you want. But you're waiting for somebody to meet you at your level, or who may be able to take care of you in the way that you want, who's going to be able to be a stable source in your life, however that source may be. And I feel like that's the most sobering thing. It's like, are you in the right place to be meeting that person? Right now, you are emotionally unavailable, and that's okay. It's okay for us to be emotionally unavailable because we're going through things. But you're kind of hoping you will run into this person. That is your eventual, like, that is your goal, but it may not be at this moment right now. So let's go ahead and get cards for side B, either the person on your mind or your dating life. For my pile 6, I can see you getting tired of this after some point, though. I feel like you will eventually resign. You're going to resign from the streets and try to be a little bit more serious. We have the Sun. I'm hearing Don Omar salió el sol. The sun comes out. The sun came out. We have 8 of Pentacles. Reaping I'm hearing that you deserve whatever you're going through. You deserve, like, to have fun. And whoever comes into your life will see this. They'll be very understanding of this. They could be a Leo. Maybe they have similar energy, because we did have the Lion in the oracles as well. The Sun is Leo in the tarot. We also have Strength, and again, another Lion card. This one doesn't really show it, But in the tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's the lady taming the lion. And I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of Leo energy. So what's next in your dating life, where it's headed, it's a lot more confidence that you are gaining to meet the right person, or you will call in a person who gives you the confidence without you having to be running around and, you know, being a party person or dating around. We have divine masculine. Yeah. You are seeking your divine masculine. You're seeking this emperor energy that is coming through. Whoever comes into your life next, they have to be very much capable of, well, one, taking care of you. And I'm hearing you're the kind of person who likes to be, like, you like to be put in your place. Like, you like somebody who can handle you, essentially. And not in a bad way. It's more like you need somebody to understand you and also handle you, because you are aware that you have certain habits that are not great, or that you don't always see things the way they are meant to be seen. You kind of like somebody who takes control, who takes charge. So either you will develop this within yourself, like the confidence and the divine masculine coming into being in a more healed state within yourself. That's going to be next in your dating life, or you're going to call in somebody like this. And whoever this is, they're going to be very sure of you the moment they see you. They're going to be able to provide for you whatever it is that you want. This person, very strong Leo energy, or just could have the sun in a very particular placement. They're not going to be afraid of you. They're not going to be afraid of being very forward with you, being very honest with you. And not forward in a inappropriate way. It's just like they're going to tell you right off the bat that they like you and that they would like to see you a certain way and that they want to be exclusive. I feel like this person will make up their mind about you when they see you. Let's go ahead and get connecting energies here. We have King of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be a King of Wands kind of person. But regardless, you need a connection where you both win and you both are trying to achieve something. You don't like stagnancy in connections. I feel like that's part of the reason you may have left certain people. Like, you got with them and then it was it. Like, then they stopped being romantic, then they stopped trying. It's like they got with you and that was it. And you didn't understand why they didn't want to go after more, or why they didn't want to do more. So you felt like having to do a lot more in the connection. Because I feel you being either frustrated or drained or just annoyed with your past, like the people you decided to waste years on. I'm hearing, quite literally. And this next person who's coming in, or what's next in your dating life, is something a lot more sure of you. Whatever it is that's coming for you next, pile 6, it's going to be more sure of you. And I know this isn't exactly the reading you were looking for. If you were thinking of somebody else, I would suggest a different pile, because I feel like this person you have not met yet. Or if it is the person you're thinking of, if you can confirm that they are very much a Leo who knows what they want and that they want you, I feel like you have to give them some time. Maybe try to get to know them a little bit more. Let's get the rest of your cards. And maybe you will see them like step up to be the person that you want them to be, even though it may not be the person you thought it would be. We have the fates. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So there's definitely fate at play here. If this person is meant to be in your life, they will continue showing up. They will also have consistency, because the fates is it's fixed energy, and fixed signs are very much good at routine. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Yes, even Aquarius can be really good at routine. And even Leo, as much as they love to run late, can also be good at routine. I say this because I know a lot of fixed signs. And I myself am one. They will consistently show up for you. And let's get one last card. We have the Two of Pentacles, but they will also balance you out. Like, I don't think they will try to tame you. If anything, they'll try to meet you where you are, and they'll try to work with you. And I feel like I keep hearing We Found Love in a Hopeless Place by Rihanna. So maybe you will meet them in the most unlikely places. Maybe you will meet them somewhere where when I'm hearing a hopeless place, it's like you're going to be in a state of hopelessness. And it's not going to mean that your vibration is low. It's going to mean that you just feel that nothing's going to show up for you. And then lo and behold, there they keep showing up consistently, doing things for you to make you feel good, to energize you, they're going to be committed before you realize that they're committed, essentially. That's what I'm hearing. Because you're going to bring that out in them with the King of Pentacles here. Back of the deck energy, we have the High Priestess. So you will get intuitive hints and nudges about this person. I feel like it'll be hard to deny. Maybe you've been seeing them a lot within tarot readings lately. if you have a particular card or a particular sign that you use for them, you could also see this. What's underneath that? We have divine intervention, Tower card. Something unexpected is going to happen. I keep hearing we found love in a hopeless place. So you may find them. I'm hearing for some of you it's going to be work. If you feel that your work situation is a little hopeless, you might find them there. It could also be just when you least expect it, they're going to show up. But you're going to start off as, like, you might be dating casually or as friends. They're going to consistently show up for you. And if there's competition, they're going to prove to you even more so. I feel like you may need competition to show exactly what it is that they want, not because they see you as a prize or an object to win, but because it allows them to shine. It's like they don't want an easy target, and you're not an easy target for them. Already I feel like you're not, because you very much have your own thing going on, and even your mind seems to be a little bit all over the place. But let's see how this connection is going to progress. So or your dating life, you can see this as either or, and I'm going to try and read them for both. This is the first pile where you're definitely like, well, there's another pile where it was just like my person, like the person's energy. But this one, it's like you're deliberately trying to stay out of relationships, but then somebody shows up. So let's go ahead and get how this connection or your dating life will progress. What's the next step? We have the Two of Cups. You're going to try and form a relationship here, whether that's through being exclusively mutual, or sorry, mutually exclusive, mutually exclusive, or just agree to see each other for a while, but still keep it casual. That could be the case. Let's see the next step. Or if you want to see this as your dating life, you may try and see just one person at a time, just to keep track of everything, or to make it easier on you. Then we have the Four of Swords. I see you like really thinking about what's going on here. You might decide to take some time apart. You might decide to give it a rest. The fact that the Four of Swords comes out twice, this could be spirit telling you maybe you just need to focus on you and not date around so much. But for the majority of you, I'm hearing that that's not going to happen, or you just don't want to. So regardless, you can do what you want. Pile 6, I support you in every single way. You go on being your beautiful self. Let's go ahead and get the next step. We have the Ace of Wands. What's interesting is that it says false start here, and I've never thought about taking this way. Usually this means like an end. To me, it means like something never got off the ground. So this could be a connection that doesn't really get off the ground. Maybe there's something in the way of it. Something out of your control. Something that, or maybe you put an end to it and you were like, let's put this on hold until next time. It could also just be that you don't want to be distracted. Maybe you or your person don't want to be distracted by something here. The next step in this connection or love life, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I don't really take this card upside down, but again, fate is at play here. Like I said, there's going to be consistency. Something's going to keep happening. And I don't know why I'm being told to say it this way, because I've never really seen the Wheel of Fortune this way. I see it as good luck and I see it as fate. But I've been told in the past that it could be like a broken record. It could be like a cycle, a repeating pattern. Take that only if you feel it resonates with you. This could be a pattern that I'm hearing that you're going to break this pattern. Whatever the pattern may be, whatever the pattern is here. Maybe it's a pattern I didn't even bring up, but that you know is like consistent within your dating life or within relationships. Again, fixed energy. So let's go ahead and get the last card. We have the Star. Oh, I meant to take this upside down. Okay. I do see you. I feel like you're going to just give up on dating after a while. And maybe that's when this person comes in. I do see you. It's not that you lose hope. It's just that you put it on the back burner. It's like, I have other things to worry about. I have other things to focus on. I'm not being worried about this particular situation. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Star. What exactly? We have the Six of Wands. See, when you stop focusing so much on your dating life and on the people you're dating, I feel like something better comes in. For some of you, it could be a career change. And for some of you, it could be just like a new energy that is going to come in. And for some of you, it could be the person that you've been wanting coming through as well. Back of the deck, Queen of Cups. Yeah, because you're going to be seen as You're going to be seen as somebody's dream person is what I'm seeing and or hearing. I'm seeing somebody seeing you as everything that they could ever want. The Queen of Cups is also very mothering energy or a nurturing energy, and that was coming through with the Empress at the beginning. So I feel like you have to nurture yourself. You have to maybe even heal some mother wounds within yourself, and everything will figure itself out. It's like, because at the beginning of this reading, there was like a sense of chaos. And now that I'm here, it's like, okay, everything makes sense now. For some of you, you just could be tapping into your intuition and your intuitive wisdom with the High Priestess here and the Queen of Cups. And maybe this is when it comes through. This is another way to take the Four of Swords. You could just be meditating more, even while seeing somebody or within a connection. You just could be tapping more into spirit. And that's going to heal a lot of things that come up, especially with your person. If this person triggers certain things that you didn't realize were there, I feel like you can thank them for bringing that up, because now you see something that you need to heal within yourself. And that's part of the fate. It was fated for you to heal certain things within a connection, or within something that never really got off the ground, or within something casual. The people you're seeing right now, they're healing something within you. They're making you recognize parts of yourself that you didn't recognize. Because there's a saying out there that you meet versions of yourself through the people you date. I feel like that definitely resonates with you, pile 6, at least in this instance. So let's go ahead and get some closing advice for you, my beautiful pile 6, my beautiful, gorgeous pile 6. I'm kind of glad I did the 6th one. I feel like some of you really need to hear this, especially if you know you don't have somebody, but you were like, let me click this reading anyway. Thank you again for your generosity and for your time. So we're going to get some cards from the... I'm being told to start with the I Am Into You deck. I am so totally into you. Again, if you had someone on your mind, this could be something to do with them, or it could be something to do with you. He loves me as is, which is a gift I wish for all of us to receive. The gift of being loved simply of who you are, not in spite of it, not with condition, not loved in parts. Patrice Concouleur. I feel like a lot of you just want to be loved for who you are. Maybe in the past you've had to deal with people who didn't want to see all sides of you, or maybe even right now, because you're being very honest about the kind of dating life you have, you're seeing people who are being turned off by that, but you understand that the right person will understand why you're doing that, because after all, especially if you're a woman and you're into men, I feel like men are a lot harder on women who date around than women are on men who date around, you know? It's like it's expected for men to see a lot of people, but it's not expected of women for whatever reason. So you could be calling out some double standards here as well. But the right person will not have a double standard towards this, because they'll understand that, yeah, everyone's allowed to do this for whatever reason. That's mostly in a heteronormative kind of perspective, so take that if it resonates, of course. Let's go ahead and get some Lovers Oracle cards for my pile 6. I'm being told to get this one, and has her hand over her heart. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. This is the healing. So yeah, we're going to get rid of negative perspectives on love and perspectives on relationships in general. I feel like you're going to do a lot of healing, and it's going to be a very transformative era for you, my beautiful pile 6. Let's get one more. I'm being told to get this little angel wing. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, like I said, this is all about letting go of the past, letting go of certain instances from the past, and letting go of old thoughts as well. They're way too heavy for you to be carrying them into the future, pile 6. Let's go ahead and get some channeled messages. This could be from your higher self. This could be from your person if you had one in mind. For some of you, it might be your future person as well. So let's get some cards. We have, I'm only interested in your body. This could be you as well right now. You're only interested in the physical, and maybe you're only seeking out people who are interested in the physical. We also have, I know they're talking about us. Don't worry about them. Focus on me and you. You're not caring what people have to say about you and the people you're dating right now, or like what the situation is. You don't really care, because this is your life, not theirs. We also have, let's run away, elope together. I don't know about eloping or running away, but there's definitely like a sense of adventure and maybe even taking some risks here. Just do be careful, my pile 6. I want you to be safe. I'm not encouraging risky behavior, but I do want you to be safe. We also have, you're too clingy, I need space in a relationship. This could be you telling somebody that you need space or that you don't want anything committed or serious right now, at least not right now. We also have, I never thought I would ever feel a love as strong as this. This would be your future person. I'm being told to get one more. I find you so beautiful. Yeah, you're definitely looking very beautiful right now. You're looking absolutely amazing. You are stunning. You are just, you've probably had a major glow up. And again, you're loving the attraction and attention that you are receiving right now. Back of the deck, I've never been in love before. This could be you, pile 6. You have to be very honest about that. Or it could be somebody that is coming into the future who's never been in love. And I feel like that's going to be something you have to work through. But regardless, I feel like right now you're just having fun, and that's okay. And honestly, enjoy it. Enjoy it. You're not going to be in this energy forever. It's for a short time. And you're going to enjoy it once you do find your perfect person to commit to. All the wild little stories you had, or even all the crazy dates you've been on. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 6. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I'm sending you so much love and so much healing. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care.